There we go. We're off. Right.
Lovely. Thank you very much. We will start session 6 of Heralds of the South, a ShadowNova adventure. You are all currently in the Rose and Crown. Most of you are in the bar area, apart from Bookworm, who's gone off somewhere quiet to have a lie down. It's a few hours before you need to get to the Banshee, which is about a 30-minute walk, a 5-minute, 10-minute car ride. It's just to the north in sorry, did I say to the north or the south? Crimson Crush territory. It's just to the south in Crimson Crush territory. So as long as you don't wear anything too outrageous or carry heavy weapons around, they'll leave you alone. It's
Question: do you want to drive your car into the Crimson Crush territory?
No, we'll walk.
Yeah, and especially if a certain member of the Crimson Crush motherfuckers knows that I'm around, he'll take great delight in making note of my car and track it down later to trash the fucking thing. I know how your mind works.
So you want to leave it parked up at the manor?
Yeah, I think we should walk as a group.
Walked it with a big sticker on it saying Mr. Sunshine over there.
Yeah.
If it's in his car park.
Property of. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to say encounter total. I didn't expect Mr. Sunshine to bite our hands off quite so quickly with Ferret. I could have really done in the past, but that's really cool that we did it. He'll see it a favour, won't he?
You know he's Ferret, isn't it?
Yeah, it would have been nice to have handed Ferret over to our new contact, but obviously Mr. Sunshine comes first. Yeah.
Okay. I wouldn't be surprised if she wasn't even aware of the tale.
As she probably was. Maybe it was a test. I don't know. We shall find out when we talk to her. Yeah.
Exactly. It would be good on us that we dealt with it, I think.
We dealt with it. That was the main thing.
Yeah.
So, all good.
So, we've got a couple of hours to kill.
And I don't know if anybody can see the stream. I've got the shade symbol on there.
Oh, shit. Excellent.
I love that.
So,
As soon as we said shadow, that was the first thing that came into my mind.
Well,
was
I'll
UFO.
leave you boys to chat because, quite frankly, there's nothing we can do till we meet her. So I'm going off in the corner for a quiet one.
Okay. Okay.
And then I'm going to meditate for an hour.
I really hesitate to say this, but I'm really up for a sparring session. But I've got the impression that even if I say to Cass, hold back, let's make it a light spar, first contact.
It's not going to be a light spar. Unfortunately, I don't know how to do that.
Exactly. You're kicking the fuck out of me.
Out of character, you'd also have to go off and find somewhere to do that.
Oh, totally. I'm assuming that there's maybe the fighting pit here, isn't there? And
You don't know about that. You've
in
not
that
been.
case, yes. When we get the time, do you know of anywhere suitable to have a spar?
What we could do, I could show you a few moves, but I don't think we should spar, to be quite honest.
Yeah. What I'm interested in learning is, what's it like trying to augment my own punches with telekinesis? What's it like trying to fight when you've got your blood up and I go invisible? You know what I mean? Start to escalate and get to know what actually works in real combat. Because of all of us, you're the one that knows how to fight.
Now, there are possibilities. If you're like 10 foot away and you start throwing a punch and suddenly teleport 2 foot away,
Yeah.
then that's going to have a lot more impact on the person that you hit. But I don't know.
And in keeping with the genre, I want to get some cheap, new shuriken. The kind of shit that they sell to tourists.
Shuriken.
So just to practice with my telekinesis, checking them. And so make them as untraceable as possible back to me.
There is a speed limit on your TK.
Hey, no, I don't know in character.
I would suggest
As fast as I
just
can.
get a nice pair of knuckle dusters. They'll sort you out.
I've also had an idea that in character I have no idea, I don't know if anyone else has any idea where these powers come from. So I'm going to put in a call when I get the chance to Windwalker, my magic contact, and say I've got a client who's interested in a bit of a scan and wants to see if there's any magic on him, if there's any spells, anything lingering, and have it done on me.
There's a question. When is my next organised fight? Because I'm going to put a shitload of money on myself on that one.
You might want to speak to Mr. Sunshine first. Yeah.
I was about to say the same thing.
Your ass goes down.
Although I'm not there.
You'd have made it before now. If you feel something fucking with you, that's shit pride. Sorry. Channeling Marcellus Wallace.
In fact, Mr. Sunshine could make quite a lot of money out of it as well if he plays it right. So,
well, yeah, I'm not going to go against whatever he's betting.
The 25th. This month, the fight is on the 25th.
okay.
Which is a Thursday.
Yeah, I don't care. Whenever.
Just go, well, nearly 2 weeks away, yeah.
2 weeks away.
Yeah.
It's Sunday night now at the moment, isn't it?
Yes, Sunday the 4th.
Sunday afternoon, so it's a week on Thursday, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to disappear to go and get my dice, but it might be wise for you to have a chat with Mr. Sunshine.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because
First, I think we should come to some sort of agreement on.
there's always a chance that he might want you to take a fall for a couple of months to get the odds up, and then he can make a real killing on you.
Possibly, but yes, we shall have a word. Maybe I can do a deal on how many teeth I can collect.
You're going to be going from Buckstock into making barrels.
What's that?
Knock people out with a single punch.
That's who we
No,
based
no,
this
that was Snatch.
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 Yeah.
Yeah, and Cass is loosely based on that character. So
Yeah. You like
yeah.
dags?
You like dags? Man wants a caravan.
Well, I couldn't have done that.
Let's just hope we don't meet Bricktop.
Yeah.
Well, the main
Mr. Sunshine. Mr. Sunshine.
Mr. Sunshine is Bricktop.
Between Bricktop and Vinny's character in Watchdog.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Do you know what a nemesis is?
Yeah, exactly. You know what? When they said he based his character on the Irishman in Snatch, that week I watched Snatch again to remind myself. And this one worked up and then, yep.
That monologue that Bricktop does about how to dispose of brothers by using pigs is frankly terrifying, because you know he's done it.
Yeah. Like a knife through butter. Hungry kid, hungry fuckers, pigs. Yeah, lovely, love that film, really good. Right, so, yeah, I guess we're just chilling until it's time to leave, so...
Okay, so Magpie, you'll get at least an hour's meditation time, so, I mean, if you want to roll and see how many points you get back.
I only have to roll after half an hour. I get my full back, and I only needed 3.
All right, fair enough, so you're back up to full easily after an hour's meditation. And then you'll make your way south to the Banshee. So now you're in Crimson Crush territory.
I have to get Bookworm.
Yeah, you have to pick Bookworm up off
Oh,
wherever he
forget
is.
me.
Well, A grade said he'd ping it.
Yeah, I'd have gone to A grade's old place, which was now my place.
Yep. So I'll drop you a page and see if you can spend a good hour before I need to set out, because he can look like shit and maybe sleeping through it.
You can mentally.
I don't think I got a pager. You have to do it mentally.
You do.
You do have a pager, we all
Everyone's
want
Got
got
one
one.
Friday.
Did I get one as well?
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
one on Friday.
Everyone's got one.
We all
That was
got
how
Well,
you-
again, I mean, we've got to then go to a phone to actually reply when we can just do fucking sailing.
Wrote it down, don't worry.
And he did say to ping him and pointed to his head when he spoke to him.
Yeah.
So, how rough did you sound mentally when you answer?
I require a drink. But I cannot drink. I'm going to kill someone.
Is it still vinegar? That's the thing.
24 hours, wasn't it, Laws?
Well, yeah, I mean, you don't know. It's 24 hours, but what you can do is once you wake up and before you head down, you can go down to your own kitchen and try a glass of water again. And unfortunately, after an hour's sleep, it still hasn't got any better.
Yeah, you can even test it by holding the glass.
You don't even have to try and drink it, just hold it for a minute.
Just
or two.
ground.
And
Oh,
and just put it down the sink and fuck that.
Clearly, I didn't say immediately, didn't get to drink some before it turns too bad.
so I have a technical question.
Well, Bloodworm's got mega intelligence, so I was assumed that he'd pour it and just wait.
I have a technical question. If is a human being considered a receptacle of liquid, i.e.,
No, you're technically not a drink. Like yogurt is technically food, so I didn't say yogurt went bad. Although you could drink yogurt, but no, it's a food. Just like human beings are a food, they're not a drink.
so blood and intestinal juices don't count as fluids, drinks.
Well, no.
I mean, bearing in mind I'm scared of blood, which is a minor technicality. Yeah, but no, I was just thinking perhaps I could grab someone around the head and their intestines would turn to some kind of horrible vomitous gush.
No, I mean you could try and drink A-grade's tears, I suppose, but you know, first of all you've got to catch him. Second of all, you've got to make him cry. You know, all those technical problems.
Yeah, that's why it was a technical question. Yeah.
It's not
What's happening is you rip your head off.
All I'll do is when I see A grade, I'll shake his hand and see what happens.
Well, the fuck off, what do you want?
Yeah, nothing happens. Boring. I'm still in the drink. Thank you.
Right. Let's get to the bashing.
Yeah.
We walk down. It's as I say, it's 6.5 an hour's walk. It's not far, too far at all. So I said the Banshee is a brick facade, completely unremarkable. The broken neon sign still doesn't have the end working, but it does announce that the Banshee is open for business. There's a heavy steel door which pulls open. There are no windows. Muffled music seeps from under the door. As you enter the bar, last year's favourite tunes blast from a pair of decaying speakers, but the music is clear and loud. So when you first go in, there's a narrow hall, and it's basically like a security area. There's a single low window to your left, and at the far end of the hall, which is about 12 foot long, there's a steel and wire mesh gate with a single crossbar that can only be operated from the other side. There's a orc bouncer on the door, and once you go inside, there's a single human bouncer in the hallway. He tells you to check all your hardware with the dwarf behind the window. If you've got any guns, any hardware, check them with the dwarf here.
I'll check in my little flechette little gun.
You pull that out and he looks at it and he laughs and he goes, "Oh, you can keep that. I meant proper guns."
Yeah, I'm not going to take offence at being laughed at by them touching your own bonser.
You not got any guns bigger than that?
No, mate.
Do you want some? No. Forget what I said.
I'll bear in mind.
I shouldn't have said that.
Context file.
The human bouncer that's talking to you is unarmed, but he does have cyber eyes, and the more perceptive of you will notice that he has protruding razor sockets on the backs of his hands. So he has cyber razors that he can pop. They're just small metallic sockets on the back of his hand. Holes.
What's everyone wearing?
Yeah, that's a point. What does everybody look like in this place?
Standard,
I've got
practical, but smart.
yeah. Black waistcoat, white shirt,
Casual.
black trousers. Got me bowler hat on. Yeah.
Take mask off when you go in.
Not got a mask on at all. So. Yeah.
Unless you glow. And then you might want to keep your mask on.
I don't glow. That's one of the things.
No, you don't. I don't. Someone decided to keep his same look, so he's glowing.
Good. Rask. New stylish trench coat.
Weird.
Yeah, he's got a new long coat as a grade.
I mean, I can do disguise. I can make a disguise roll to be completely nondescript possible.
That's
Tonight, book room's going to be Dolly Parton. Go on, give us a clue, book room.
Give us a clue. How many dice is that? It's about 9-6, isn't it?
you can decide to yourself. I'm going as me.
I'm just going to be. I'm literally like, you look at me, you kind of forget I'm there kind of look. You know, like literally the most nondescript you can possibly be.
Just jeans and a dark t-shirt and
Yeah.
booger and all.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Well, it's flat in January, so
Yeah,
a coat.
nondescript
I'm gonna-
in
yeah, I'm gonna-
January is simple. You need a
Yeah.
coat.
Well, okay. I mean, if you insist.
Well,
All right, so most people are looking fairly normal, apart from one person in a long coat and a mask and a hat and glasses.
That's as good as me.
hey, you didn't pick dormancy.
I'm
That doesn't make you look human.
He just feels the cold.
Okay, so the bouncer signals to the other bouncer that's behind the door, and he opens the far door for you, and you go in to the bar. 1 moment, please. For goodness sake, Lawson. So the Banshee's obviously a meeting place. There is no dance floor to speak of, and there's no room for any type of stage. The music is just piped into the bar to help cover up the inhabitants' conversations. There are several large tables in the centre of the room, surrounded by deeply padded vinyl chairs. The only bar is directly in front of you, and there are several scantily clad waitresses moving slowly through the thin crowd. There's a bartender. There's a couple of people serving behind the bar, but the bartender is at the moment not serving anyone. He's just rubbing the wet bar with an even wetter rag.
Sounds a bit light.
fashion.
Yeah.
Well, I know.
Watch out. What's everyone having?
Well,
Your shout. Well,
I'm going to walk up to the bar and I'm going to ask the barman, excuse me, but where's the boss lady?
Oh,
What are you doing?
Who?
the bartender looks up and scans your group, and then with exaggerated slowness, he points to a door, which is running parallel with the bar on the back wall. And next to it is a dwarven doorman. Oh, sorry, troll. My apologies, a troll doorman. And he nods at the troll doorman, and the troll doorman nods back. I assume that you'll just cross the sticky, wet tile floor, and when you get close, the troll will open the door next to where he stood. And there's a more private room behind the bar.
I will thank the troll for letting, as a just give him a little nod and a little salute, just because I know he's just doing his job. Do that myself all the time. So yeah, just a little bit mark of respect before we go in, and
You get a
hopefully
nod back, but not much else.
that's fine.
A
And
bit
then
of professional politeness, yeah.
absolutely, and then we shall walk in and hopefully meet the lady in question.
I was going to say, all you've guaranteed with the troll is that you'll be shanked last.
Yes, absolutely.
The advantage you can get.
But you will be shanked.
Possibly.
Fuck off.
Sorry.
So you go through the door, and you enter another section of the bar. It's not a meeting room, it's another part of the bar. There are several tables in here, a slightly high quality, bunched in the centre of the room, and a large redwood bar against the back wall,
God,
the same wall that you just entered.
It's fucking Stringfellows, isn't it? This is.
The music is a lot quieter in this room. The doorman backs out and closes the door, and sitting at the bar, sipping some foaming blue concoction, is the lady you met at Reno's.
Right.
Right.
She looks over, she points towards one of the tables. There's nobody else in this room, just her. There isn't even somebody behind the bar. She points at one of the tables, and herself walks over to the table and takes a seat.
Well,
Can I
I'm
switch
gonna.
my vision on and have a look around?
I'm going
'Cause
to
I wanna know
ask.
we're missing.
I'm going to ask the group who's going to be the spokesman, because who's the one that's got the most charisma, I suppose. That
Well, if you were asking out of character,
Yeah.
no,
I'm country mile.
I'm thinking in character.
In character.
Someone else is going to step forward.
I'm asking in character. Right, who's gonna sort of like talk to this lady about us, about the Shades as a group.
Well, bear in mind, when you met her at Reno's, you were the one that clocked her and gave her the nod, Cass.
Yes,
She walked
that's
over, she put her
true.
hand
That's
on your
true.
shoulder, leaned into the bar and addressed you when she spoke.
Yeah,
You can always hand it off to someone else.
now she wants me, unfortunately.
Continuity, not lost. Just carry on as you were. Fuck's sake.
Seen it so many times. It happens all the time.
Can't blame those human.
Okay, right. So I'll approach the table and I'll say, "Evening, ma'am. I believe you might have some work for us."
Good evening. Yes, would you like a drink of some kind?
We'd absolutely love it. Thank you very much.
Have you got any sherry trifle?
You're not in a pint or a cocktail glass.
Yeah, vinegar and tuna trifle. Yeah, go for it, mate.
No. It becomes part of the food. It is no longer a drink.
As you sit down, can you all make me an awareness roll, please?
Yeah, I was going to say, can I switch on my high-end vision?
An awareness roll,
Because
which
I
is
need
I
to
want to know
roll.
where Ninja Guy is.
what's an awareness roll? Oh Jesus.
Awareness perception. Remember, you've got mega perception as well, Cass, so you can spend all successes or you can just roll the dice.
Just roll the die. How many? How many dice?
Should know your own stuff by now. Stop
Ah,
asking
no,
me.
I'm shit at this. Go on. How many dice have I got to roll?
Roll dice. And you've got 3 mega perception as well.
Perceptions. Right, so I've got 3. Yeah, okay. 3 mega
I'm a
perception.
1 mega percent. I got 1 overall.
So that's
Okay,
what.
so you put your mega in automatics, did you?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Thank you.
Right.
So is that
Useful.
8 dice a roll? Yeah.
6 dice and
6.
3 megas.
So
You have to roll them
that's-
separate.
Remember, roll your megas separately because they act differently. Your normal 6 dice, ones take 1 off your success. You need 7, 8, 9, or 10 for 1 success.
right, so
And
6
ones take off. If
dice.
you've got mega dice, you roll those separately. Ones still just count as a
Oh
0.
wow!
failure, you don't
Wow,
take 1
wow.
off.
Okay, so I've got a 9, a 10, a 3, a 2, a 10. That's me 6.
Mhm.
And then for me 3. Oh, God, that one. Which is 3d10. Bush is, oh shit. A 1, an 8, and a 5.
Once they betray you, you get 2 successes on your mega.
Yeah.
So 5 total successes.
Okay.
Okay. So 2 for Magpie. You do have, actually, there is one other person in the bar. I lied earlier. There's one person. He was standing in the darkness in the corner of the bar, but you do recognise him as her bodyguard.
Because I can see him.
He was the Street Sam. He's got a fair amount of cyberware lacing his body.
Wouldn't I see him through my perception sort of?
I haven't got to yet, mate. I'm just going up in successes. 1 second. So that was 2 successes. Bookworm, how many did you get?
Just the one.
1. So again, you don't see it immediately, but eventually you notice that the bodyguard is there in the darkness. 8 grade in Cass. Not only do you notice the bodyguard standing there in the corner, he's holding a drink. One hand is holding a drink, the other hand is hidden from view. Also, that you notice that you're Johnson. Her hair is a bit tousled. She's changed her clothes, and there is a slight bruise on the side of her neck. She says, yes, I do have some work. Welcome. My name is Ms. Johnson. If you're interested in taking on this work, then the person that's hiring wants to speak to you personally. If you will come with me. She stands up, and there is a small door opposite where you came in, set in the back of the Banshee.
I will ask her, sorry, Miss Johnson, before you go, but we happened to notice last time we met, you were being followed, and we managed to intercept the little shite, and unfortunately we've had to hand him over to somebody else, but we did get this watch that may have some information that you might find useful on it, and I handed over the watch.
Oh, excellent work. Thank you very much. She'll take the watch off you. Thank you. I appreciate that. And so she will take the watch off you, and then she'll say, if you don't mind coming with me, and we will go and speak to the person who's hiring you. 1 second, sorry.
Well, I'm going to turn.
Obvious is it that ninja slips in behind us? Does he just walk up naturally, or does he try sneaky?
I'm going to look at you guys and say, right, let's follow this girl, but look at somebody, keep an eye on that fucker at the back.
I'll just nod.
Yeah.
Well enough, she gets up to move, he doesn't. He just stays exactly where he is.
That's fine. Quite happy with him doing that. Yeah.
It seems that wherever she's going, he's confident of her safety. He doesn't seem to make any move to follow.
Sorry, Michelle, out of character. Is that a mogwai you've got on your desk?
No. It's an evil monkey.
Ah, right, okay.
Yes!
Okay. Didn't know if it was a mogwai, because I've got a gizmo, which...
It's my evil monkey.
Anyway, back to the game. Sorry.
Ms. Johnson ushers you into a small room set in the back of the Banshee. Inside is a legless vinyl couch, which is obviously attached to the wall, and a card table with 5 straight-backed wooden chairs facing the couch. They've got their back to you. The couch is against the far wall.
Okay.
A single bare light bulb hangs from the plaster ceiling. Seated on the arm of the couch is, next to some kind of electronic box, is a huge Native American man, easily 2 meters tall, 6'6".
Wow.
He's wearing a leather jacket with matching fringed breeches and a loincloth. He's not wearing a shirt. Instead, a bone vest, brightly decorated with coloured beads and small feathers, covers his massive chest. His feet are covered by thick-soled moccasins, intricately designed with hundreds of hand-sewn beads. On his left foot is the pattern of a snake, seemingly caught between the sole of the big man's foot, and on the right is a small green bird, just taking flight up his calf. His entire outfit reeks of many man-hours of intricate work and real natural fibres and constituent parts.
This guy's important. Yeah. Wow.
His outfit, although it looks Native American Indian, does shout money. As you enter the room, he flips the switch on the front of the box and rises to meet you. A faint, relaxing hum of a white noise generator fills the room. Yeah. Ms. Johnson moves to the man's side, slightly behind him. It is clear she is deferring to him.
I'm going to use their language to make it clear that I'm deferring to Cass. Just sort of.
I'm just having a look to see where
behind the chairs.
Native Americans are the main sort of group in the Redmond area, and they aren't. Wow. So this is out of our territory. This is going.
Oh, he looks like he's from downtown. He looks like he's got money.
Going places.
Good evening, lady and gentlemen. My name is Erlen Maines, son of Ashir Many Maines and president of Global Technologies. Miss Johnson, who's next to him, slightly behind him, rolls her eyes.
What's his name? Missed that.
Erlen Maines.
Erlon Maines.
Erlan. URLAN. He then motions to Miss Johnson. This is Roxanne Winter. Roxanne closes her eyes, clearly frustrated with this lack of Shadowrunner etiquette. We would like to acquire your services. The task is a simple one. Please take a seat. Once you all start, he'll continue. The task is a simple one. Last night, a member of my staff assisted several thieves in stealing 3 data chips from my company. Although the defence was spirited, all of the thieves managed to get away. The one who turned against me was like a daughter. But that is no more. I must have these chips back. The actual thieves are of little consequence to me. The stolen merchandise is vital. Now, time is of the essence. However, you cannot charge into battle full of pride and self-importance. This run must be accomplished silently. Am I understood? Even a hint of your activities could be disastrous.
Wow.
I understand the way of the world. The workman is worthy of his wage. I am therefore willing to pay what I feel at very competitive rates. However, I must have the chips delivered here into Roxanne's hands, and every time he mentions her name, she closes her eyes. No later than 9 a.m. on Friday. Wow. It's now Sunday night. That gives you 4.5 days to do your job. I'm willing to pay 125,000 yen per chip, delivered undamaged in any way and still in working order. Is this acceptable?
Wow. Yeah, fantastic. But what information do we have? You know, what have we got to work on? Are we going in here blind? Do you have any information as to where they may be?
We do have some information. If you're happy to accept the terms, I'm happy to continue with more information.
Can you give me 1 minute while I talk to my team?
Of course.
Thank you, boss. 1 second. Right, I'm going to confer with you guys. Yeah, big money. But
it sounds like it's the big leagues. It sounds much more difficult.
I think we're getting into corporation territory here. Do we want to? Do we want to get involved?
Ask yourself this: what could you do with a bunch of 25?
No, per chip. You're looking at 250,
425,
375
375.
as a final pay between us.
What
Yeah.
happens? I think we need to establish the failure conditions. He's established success conditions. What happens if we don't get any chips back? What happens if we get chips back after the deadline?
If it doesn't work out for us, we lose our reputation.
Yeah, there's the
Which is
reputation
minimal.
side of it. I mean,
What?
but
The
can,
hardship penalties.
can he guarantee your anonymity? We need a guarantee of anonymity if it all goes tits up.
Well, don't tell them your names.
Sorry? Was that me? What did you say?
No, that was Nika just going, well, don't tell them your names.
Well, yes, there is that, but he obviously knows who we work for.
No, he doesn't.
No, you know there's a fixer who can contact us. No, you just want him to die.
No, yeah.
That's
Fucking
what I
hell,
want.
guys, remember what happened. Sorry, that was
We walked into the bar, and the woman, Miss Johnson, as she called herself, hired you. It looks like her mates, the guy who said he's president of Global Technologies,
We've got more
he
on that.
knows her
Global.
because he called her Roxanne.
Oh, wow. Right, one sec. Global Tech, Roxanne. Yeah.
Roxanne Hunter.
From the sound of it, this is just a simple retrieval job.
Yes.
Locate, find,
But
retrieve.
unfortunately,
And you can do that with our eyes closed.
we probably
Well,
could, but we're getting involved with corporations, and that is always.
fucking hell.
All Shadowrun is a corporation, but
Yes,
Shadowruns.
I
When the items got the
know.
money to spend on Shadowrunners, it was all going to end up with Corpse.
Yes, I know. We just got to be very, very
It
careful.
started with Corpse. You think Radar did that book by himself?
Yes, I know, but you've also got to worry about Mr. Sunshine and what corpse he's involved in.
No, you don't.
Okay. Right, well, that's fine. If you guys are up for it, we'll go for it. Yeah, I'll give it the go ahead.
And a little word of advice. Don't mention names.
I'm not going to mention names.
You just did.
Who? Who did I mention? Well, I said Mr. S. Okay. Right. Okay, we're going to go for it.
Yep.
Okay. So I will come back to Mr. Erlon and I'll say, okay, boss, we're up for it. If you want to give us the information we need, we'll start working on it.
all right. I'm glad we can come to an arrangement. Now, due to pressing concerns, I'll not be able to devote the attention necessary to this project. I am therefore giving complete control of this operation to Roxanne. At this point, Roxanne says, Miss Johnson. She stage whispers to her remains. Miss Johnson, deal with her as you would deal with me. If that's all, if that is acceptable to you. So it pains me to say your search must begin with a young lady named Tee. She is a matrix runner with my company. A very bright young woman, but for reasons unknown, she helped the thieves. I assume she left with them. An exhaustive search of her apartment was fruitless, as was an examination of her office. I fear she's gone underground. Roxanne, Ms. Johnson will give you any additional information you need on her. But let me stress 2 points to you before you start. First, and most importantly, do not attempt to use the chips once you find them. They are prototypes and they have not been sufficiently tested. Their use could result in severe, permanent cerebral damage. Second, these chips are unique. There are no backups because the thieves trashed the data store that led to their development. They should not be damaged unless absolutely necessary. If they are damaged in any way, the most I can offer you is 1,000 EM per chip.
Fair enough, boss. Fair enough. We will try and recover them for you, obviously, but
And what if the Thieves have already damaged the chips.
There is that. There is the if we get the chips and they're already useless.
We could do this run perfectly well, perfectly successful. Harm the chips, not ourselves, but find them already damaged.
These chips have millions of new yen of research and development in them. They are cutting-edge prototypes. I believe the people who've stolen them will be wanting to use them themselves and take them to an R&D department, perhaps. The important thing is that I don't think the chips will have been damaged by the thieves. They're worth far more whole and operational than they ever would be as an empty plastic box.
Fair enough.
Can I ask, and I know that this is asking about a gut feeling and not about verifiable facts, but is it your gut feeling that they took the chips and ran and are then looking for a buyer, or do you think they've had it all lined up in advance and are just waiting to meet?
I suspect, seeing as they had Teehee as an inside woman on the job, that all of this has been planned. I need those chips by Friday morning, and this happened yesterday. This is not somebody doing things and hoping they'll find a buyer. This is a group that are well informed and knew exactly what they were doing.
Okay.
The chips were only fabricated a couple of days ago.
Okay, guys, which means let's not leave it till Friday. Let's get this
Let's
job
check,
done
please.
before.
Yeah. So, is there like a thing called dossier of information from this girl's office and flat, TV's flat and office?
We need to do some research, I think.
4 successes.
Okay, there are 3 6.5 foot tall people walking directly towards the room you're in from behind you. You just glanced around, you've been checking every so often, you checked to see if the bodyguard was still in his corner, and he is. And all of a
Look in that
sudden,
direction they're coming and go, we've got company. Just out loud.
okay, you all have a chance to glance around before the door bursts open.
Wow.
At first,
Okay.
nobody walks through the door. Erlen stands slowly and straightens his vest. 2 orcs step through. Both are dressed in 3-piece suits with walking capes thrown over their shoulders. Each sports an airy sliver gun, resting in crossed arms.
What the fuck? Yeah,
The
but
room we're in is fairly dark, but they're both wearing mirror shades. They flank the door as the third orc enters the room. Just like the front 2, the third orc is easily 6.5 feet tall, about the same size as Erlen Maines. Built like a linebacker, his muscles bulge beneath his suit. Uglier than most orcs, he has made no attempt to hide his grim features. A pencil-sized toothpick is lodged in the side of his mouth.
and what is Erlen Min's reaction to this?
Junior! He clearly recognises the orc. Erlen attempts to cut the large orc off, but Junior's already in the room heading for the couch. Erlen, Junior hisses. Oh, and the lovely Roxanne. You can feel your skin crawl as Junior extends a hand towards your Miss Johnson. It seems I was not notified of this impromptu company meeting. With a swirl of his cape, Junior sits on the couch. Well, I left a message. Erlen smiles. Perhaps if you check your machine. Of course. Junior looks over at his guards, and the 3 orcs laugh.
We're in a
I
fight,
assume
guys.
this is your team, is it? Ah, how delightful. They will no doubt prove as efficient and as loyal as your pet Teehee.
We're in a fight,
Erlen
guys.
starts to redden. Junior stands. If you need my assistance, well, you know where to find me. Erlen glances at Roxanne and then glares at the departing orc. Of course, Junior, I will be in touch. Junior waves a hand over his shoulder as he exits, and the guards retreat and leave him to it, closing the door behind them. And that is why the bouncer didn't react.
Wow.
He's clearly known to both Roxanne and Erlen Maines.
Do you know what? We're going to go into this job and they're going to be there as well. We're going to have a fight on our hands getting this. Oh, shit. Ah, I'll turn
Once
around and
June
say,
leaves,
I'll turn around to Erla and say, what the fuck was that all
I'm
about?
just going to keep an eye on them through the door. Make sure
I'm going to ask Erla,
Really,
sorry, boss, but what the fuck was that all about?
oh, I'm terribly sorry. Junior is an annoyance, but he's irrelevant to the problem at hand. He's just known to me, and he likes to cause a scene. I wouldn't worry about him too much. Well, I'm very sorry, but I have other things that I must attend to before the evening is done. I will leave you in the capable hands of Ms. Johnson, and she has some more information for you. If you'll excuse me, lady, gentleman, he stands, and unless you stop him, he will leave.
No, I appreciate that, boss.
You're
but,
not stopping him. Jesus.
No, I appreciate that, boss, but you mean we really don't need somebody else being involved in this job? Can you guarantee that fucker's not going to be around?
I can't guarantee anything, but unfortunately, he's a.
Before you leave, then may I ask a question? If he gets in our way, what is our clearance?
Rules of engagement.
He shouldn't get in your way. He doesn't know anything of what's going on. He's just brash and bluster. But he is the son of an old dear friend of mine. So I'd prefer it if there was no permanent damage done to him if he got in the way.
Understood. Nothing permanent.
So
Nothing permanent.
That's fine, as long as we know the rules of engagement, boss, because
Flips open a notebook and makes a tick in the permanent column.
yeah. So break bones, but don't kill the fucker.
Yeah.
If it gets better, it's not permanent.
Right, that's good. Okay,
Good
boss.
evening.
Well, thank you very much, and yeah,
I will leave.
we'll talk to Miss Johnson and get whatever more information we need.
Okay.
As we turn, can I just, as we turn to Miss Johnson and the door closes, Miss Johnson, how much damage would you like him to receive?
I wouldn't like to say anything officially, but as we all know, orcs can sustain an awful lot of damage, can't they? They're a very hardy race.
Loud and clear, Miss Johnson.
Now, let's get started.
Yes.
Are these?
I have all the information we were able to acquire on Teehee. She started with Global Technologies about 2 years ago, straight out of the University of Seattle. She has been a valuable member of our design team, leading the way to several breakthroughs in the areas of Skillsofts and SimSense. Although a talented Decker, she seems somewhat lost when not jacked into the Matrix.
So
She's very naive and forgets things constantly, like how to get to the store or cross a road. I must admit I'm surprised she's lived as long as she has. But we sent a team to her apartment first thing this morning. Seems she forgot to pay her rent and was kicked out about 2 weeks ago. Our personnel entered the apartment and found that it had not been entered in at least several days. No thermal, thick dust, the works. An extensive search revealed nothing of interest. We have no idea where she's been sleeping for the past 2 weeks. Her office, however, was a little more interesting. I had the entire contents of her desk brought here, and you can make of it what you will. Good luck. She reaches under the couch and pulls out a plastic moving box. It's about 3 foot by 2 foot, about 2 foot deep, and she puts it on the table. Now, this room is booked for another 26 minutes. You're welcome to stay here for now. She pulls her business card out.
What's Bookworm's other name? It's not Bookworm.
Scribe.
Scribe. That's it. Scribe. Do you want to have a look through that box? See what you can find, buddy.
Love to.
She pulls out a business card, offers it to Cass. This is my personal number. Call me 24 hours
Ha.
if you have any developments.
Oh,
Don't-
you're a cheeky little minx, aren't you?
If you don't get the chips by Friday 9 a.m., go home. There's no point in delivering them late.
Awesome.
Ladies, gentlemen, I forgot to ask you, is there anything I can call you by? What do you know by on the streets?
We're called the Shades.
Very well. Thank you, Shades. I hope you are be in touch in the next 4 days.
One question. One question. Is there a penalty if we don't reach,
No, we just leave.
or is that it? If we can't get the chips in time, are we being penalised, or is that it?
As I say, if you don't have some sort of result within 4 days, just
Oh,
go
we'll
home.
get
There's
a
no point in
result.
continuing.
We'll get a result, but we don't know if it's the one you want. But we'll definitely get a result.
She passes Cass the blue plastic business card. It's got her picture on the front, and on the back it says Roxanne Winter.
Roxanne
Global
Walter.
Winter, like winter but with a U. Global Technologies 567 3272.
567
3272.
3672. Okay, I take it that's her number. Okay. Right. So she works for Global Tech as well. Right.
I am making the point of copying that number. Making sure that I know that number as well in case we lose the bloody card or something stupid
Well, it
happens.
depends. At the moment,
well,
she's just
well,
handed
well,
the card
I'm-
to Cass.
Yeah, I'm
Unless
not.
Cass chooses to share it.
I will share the card. I'll pass it around, let everybody have a look. Because, yeah,
You never know.
the company that Global Tech. Okay. All right. No problem. No problem. Yeah, but I will pass it on and let everybody have a look at it. I'm not keeping that information to myself.
She nods and she leaves.
See you
You've
later,
got-
Roxy. I say after she left.
You have 26 minutes left in this room. On the table is a plastic moving crate with a number of items inside it.
Yeah, and we've got Scribe.
Okay, Scribe.
Rummaging.
Inside the box, inside the plastic box, are several items of interest. There's a breadboard. So it's you know what a breadboard is?
Yeah.
Piece of bare circuit board that you can solder things to.
Has it
It's got
had anything done to it yet, or is it just blank?
It's blank at the moment, but there are solder marks on it, which looks like it's been used and then cleared, and then used and then cleared, and then used and then cleared.
Yeah.
Two circuit boards. Make me an intelligence roll. Computer. You got computer, haven't you?
I believe I do have lots of computer.
Right. In that case, there are two circuit boards that belong to a cyber deck, a type of thing a matrix runner or a decker would use. There's a miniature toolkit. There's an electronic toy that, when activated, plays the twist and does the twist. There's
Jesus.
tickets. There's tickets to last week's Urban Brawl game at the Kingdom. There's a disposable lighter. There's a stack of data chips. There's a SimSense player with 8 discs. There's a HoloCube photo displayer and a packet of herbal tea.
The HoloCube, what's that looking like it's going to do when I touch it?
Okay, make me an investigation roll. Let's have a look.
Oh,
Can I look at the herbal tea?
investigation roll with one auto.
That's a mental, so it's perception and investigation.
One of them.
Bookworm, you've got 8 dice and a mega. Bloody hell. Yeah, I mean, the box is big enough for you all to have a look in at the same time, so if you want to pull the tea out, make me
Has it
similarly,
got any
3
name
net
on it,
successes.
or-
make me an investigation roll. So 3 successes.
3
And
net,
you're,
yeah.
you're looking at the HoloCube, did you say?
Yes, please.
Okay. You activate Polycube. It's a six-sided. It's a cube, just like a large dice with a switch on it. And depending on which way you hold it up, you get a hollow picture comes up. And then if you rotate it, so another side is up, a different picture comes up.
Okay.
The pictures on the disc are all of Tee and her friends, obviously taken when she was in college. Tee is always the centre of attention. However, one of the 6 pictures is not like the others. It is the only one without Tee on it. The only person in the picture is a white-haired, aging man. He's smiling up at the camera from his desk, and there's a small cyber terminal just to the side of him. The caption at the bottom of the picture reads, Dr. Hendricks. The man's other hand is clutched around a large coffee cup with the word Flair imprinted on the side.
And then solar flare.
Yeah, just Flair. Actually, no, as in charisma and a touch of flair. AIR.
Thank you. Okay.
Herbal tea. The name on the tag
I got
reads...
0 successes on my investigation. I'm guessing I can read the tag.
The tag says Orion Special Blend, Orion's Organic Groceries, Seattle.
Ooh.
That's going to be expensive as fuck, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
specialist, and if she gets it on a regular basis...
Can I have a look at these data chips in a bit more detail,
Yes.
please?
Okay.
Dr. Hendricks, white-haired old man.
Could I have a look at these data chips in a bit more detail, please, Lars?
Yeah, I'm making a roll.
Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. I can't see you doing that.
It's okay. The data chips don't have any sort of marking on, other than there is a handwritten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Short of putting the data chips into a computer, you've no way of knowing what's on those chips.
I'll pass the organic tea to
It's
Ray, because I know he's got a bit of street snout at me.
it's the returnal.
That place might be worth checking out.
Fucking definitely, it's the kind of place very rich people go. It's organic, it's real. It doesn't get any realer.
Make me a streetwise roll, Wraith.
Why?
In fact, make me a streetwise roll, Mope, please. Nico.
Holy shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
1.
1, 2, 3, 4. Cancelled was a 1, so 3, and then the remaining 2 dice. 3. 4 successes, Ross.
For successes.
Yeah.
Orion's Organic Groceries, that's in the University District. There's a hippie corner in the University District, and you're almost 99% sure Orion's is there. So that's North Downtown.
Scribe. Would it help to bring into this, for the purposes of tracking down online, my Decker contact? Is there any point, will TV have come to a traces and done completely underground, or just as simple as something as doing a facial recognition from publicly accessible street cameras?
Well, she was described as naive, so...
We've got pictures of them, Telecube, haven't we? And that contact, Dr. Hendricks, definitely tracking down. I get the impression it's going to be one of the shooters from university, but we can follow that up when we get access to a data terminal.
That tea's not cheap. I'm guessing someone at the cafe will possibly know that.
So yeah, if it'll help, we've got Neon on standby, Scribe. You say the word and I can let know.
Who on standby?
Neon, my Decker contact.
Neon.
Okay, can you see what I've just shared?
Oh,
So that is Erlen Mains.
well,
That is Junior.
nice.
That is Tee. That is Dr. Hendricks.
Oh, no.
Is that a aged George Carlin?
Yeah, it's George Carlin, that.
Nice drawings, though. Are they doing Michelle's?
Sorry?
Are they doing Michelle's drawings?
So that's
Oh, Michelle's done all these, yeah.
so that's TV.
Although, what happens is I just give her numbers. I don't tell her who they are.
Yeah,
I give
he
her,
just
I
gives
say,
me a base face and a personality description and a clothing description, and
So
that's it. And the personality is mean looking, happy looking,
Yeah.
very basic.
who was the one before Teehee, the troll guy? Oh, right, okay.
that was Junior.
Yeah, Junior.
He looks like a
Okay,
tasty piece of work.
okay. Awesome. Looking forward to meeting him.
So we've got several lines of inquiry.
Jesus.
Are we going to do the old split up and follow them? At each line of inquiry, with a person best suited to go and chase it down.
Well, I think Bookworm's better dealing with the cafe because he's more student looking. I
Yeah.
mean,
What
I
is
could go,
what?
but Black Eyes
We
I
really
stand
need.
out a bit too much as classed as a
Hopefully, you can
student.
find
You might
something.
class as a student.
Hopefully, you can find something in that box. That's what we're after.
All we've got in the book is clues to a lead. We need to find the right lead to send us in the right direction. So I'm guessing
Yeah.
whoever that guy is important to THP.
Right.
I'm guessing the cafe might have people that know her, friends,
Don't know.
or
I
the
think-
shop owner itself. But I think Wraith. Well, you blow.
Well, I've just
Bookworm's
got
the
to,
only one.
I've got to let the dog out once.
Cover it
Rick.
up.
Yeah, but just like I've got Black Eyes going into the university district asking about a student, someone faced up in a black face mask is not going to initiate a good response from people.
No, but I could always.
It's
and
an
I don't
organic tea shop.
think- Yeah, I don't necessarily want to do this, but I can always do telepathy and go through memories. Especially, add a character, if I brought the surreptitious add-on, which means people don't know I do it.
They still get willpower resistance, but yeah. They just don't know it's you.
Yeah. So, I definitely think getting Neon to do a tool of available cameras with facial recognition, the organic tea shop as another line, going to the Riven Brawl game. That was something else I noted down.
That's an old game.
Look, weren't you having a look at any other stuff?
Yeah, I think there's no problem with us taking this box back with us. They just left it with us, didn't they?
Yeah, they have. Probably
How
wise
many
not
times
to leave it behind.
Take flares. Well, are they still around? They fucked off.
No, but they've hired this room. You've got 25 minutes in this room. They've left a box with all of T's belongings in it. So,
Take the box.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's wise not to leave it behind.
So,
Yes.
yeah, we'll take it away and examine it if we need to. But I mean, there's things like there's a cyber deck. Is there anything I can make out of this breadboard? What can I make any sense from this breadboard? Has it got any labelling on it? Has it got anything obvious that it's been used for? Has it got nothing residual on it?
No, there's the occasional sort of solder mark on it.
Yeah.
But other than that, no, not really. Not just by sort of having a look at it here. Maybe if you had hours to search for, have a study of it, you might get a pattern out of it, but then you might not.
Yeah. What about the cyber deck?
There's no cyber deck.
Oh,
There's circuit boards, and the circuit
I
boards are
see.
from a cyber deck.
Got it. I understand.
I think something also as a long shot is finding out when the next Urban Brawl game is. Is Urban Brawl the name of the sport or the name of the team?
Sport.
Urban Brawl is a sport. There's two types of Urban Brawl. There's one called Dome version, which is in
tickets for.
which you can get tickets for, and it's held in an arena. And basically, you have two teams, and it's a bit like Capture the Flag. You're allowed to use non-lethal and lethal armaments. But in the Dome version, you're only allowed to use non-lethal because there's crowds in there. It's essentially like a very extreme version of Capture the Flag with plastic bullets and close range only tear gas and stuff like that. And it's done in a laser tag type environment. So there's lots of places for cover and things like that. And you have to get the ball or the brawl ball into the opposition's half, and you get points. And then there's the more popular version, which is you can only view it on pay-per-view television. And what they do is they find an out-of-the-way place in a city, like part of the Barons or something like that, and the teams are allowed to use lethal weapons as well. And it's over a much bigger area, and they use camera drones and they televise the whole thing.
So it's
Seattle has an urban brawl team that does quite well, actually, and I can't remember the name of the team off the top of my head, but I'll find it out for you if you really want to know.
And is that in the arena or the street version that the Seattle team is?
Both. Mostly, a city will have a team that will have the arena version specialists, and it's a bit like, a football club may have an A team and a B team and a women's team and a youth team. Similarly, Seattle has a single club, and they enter both the Urban Brawl and the Dome Brawl games.
So these tickets were for a Dome game?
And that one was for the Dome game at the King Dome in the centre of Seattle.
Sorry,
So
where did we get? How did we get to this? What have I missed? Sorry.
There's tickets. The tickets we found in the box were for an Urban Brawl game, which would be a Dome game, because the street games are not. You can't set up an audience outside for them.
yeah, it's pay-per-view when you don't want to be in the line of fire.
What date are they for? Sorry.
They're 2 weeks ago. They're old.
Oh,
They're a
they're
week
old.
Saturday,
Okay.
which means the next home game will be next Saturday.
Too
I'm
late.
thinking-
Too late.
I'm thinking she's a fan of Urban Brawl. You've got an in there. Whoever goes to the cafe to talk to the student area, because obviously she's the right age to hang out there. If they say, I'm looking for Teehee, I met her at the Urban Brawl game.
Or buy a t-shirt with the Urban Brawl team on it as well.
So we get an Urban Brawl
Right.
t-shirt. That shouldn't be hard.
But I take it.
Someone plays, I was a fan and I'm looking for Teehee.
But there's also the street fights are not going to be advertised as well as the official
street fights
urban
are
brawls.
televised.
Right. So when's the next street
It's-
fight?
You don't know off the top of your head, but they're normally once a month. They're pay-per-view because they use lethal weaponry and motorbikes and heavy armor and heavy
Let's
weapons.
put it this way, living in Redmond, we'll know if there's one coming up in our area because that area tends to
Yeah,
get evacuated.
we need to find out if there's one coming up before. Is it Thursday? Our deadline?
Friday.
Friday. Well,
I hear what you're saying, but how could we use that if it's
You-
pay-per-view?
I know.
You know?
Look, I'm not saying we don't investigate this, but Urban Brawl is a long time thing and everything. What we've got is an in. If I think going to the cafe is your first quickest option to find someone who actually knows it. If we find someone who actually knows them, tracking her down might be easier. If we wait for the next Urban Brawl game, is someone who's on the run and known to be an Urban Brawl fan going to turn up in the fucking Dome with a cork looking for them?
It even doesn't matter because the next game is after the deadline.
That's what I mean.
It will be more of a long shot, that one. I
Street
also
or
want to
not.
check out Dr. Hendricks. I'm getting mentor vibes. I'm getting he could be in on it if he's running taught her.
He might be one of the student professors.
He might be one of the professors, and she might have brought in her own mentor for a big gig. And first thing to do is find out if he's still teaching. If he is at the university, as we suspect, and if he is he still there, or is he suddenly fucked off? If he's suddenly fucked off, that's another avenue to check down at Trace Stone. So that's another avenue to go and check out.
Well, we've not got long here, so we better take this and head back.
yeah.
Yes.
All right,
Grab all the photos, make sure you get the photos on them.
grab everything we can, and we'll head back to the Rose. to her HQ. Is that her HQ? Have we established an HQ yet? No.
At the moment, I think it's Bookworm's place.
Yeah, because mine's the nondescript place that used to
Right.
be.
So let's all head
Okay.
back to Bookworms and oh shit, I've got a cold. Just one sec.
Mute.
I will.
Yeah, Bookworm's living room, it seems to be the default club hangout.
Well, I'm happy with that.
You can have a lie down.
Yeah, and the only picking bill, keeping snacks and beer when you don't turn it sour for the use of it.
Hello. Yeah, one sec.
We've got to have done a lot of talking in this place. The time is going to run out soon. Let's load everything back into the box, take it with us, and piss off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put the photos on you. In your pocket.
What?
We're heading back
Yeah,
through
why not? Yeah, why not?
Crimson District in the dark. You want to carry as much on you rather than a box.
Yeah. If necessary.
Out of character, just in case somebody throws a load of street orcs at us that want to kick off.
Oh, right. And if very necessary, certain of us can also teleport the fuck away from there.
Okay.
If there, and I bet there wasn't, because this would short circuit, I think, a lot of this fucking adventure, anything in this system along the lines of psychometry. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
think
yes,
so, you mean.
shit. Yeah.
But you'd have to have a look. I would suspect there might be some perception-based stuff.
I think it's precognition or something like that. I think there's ESP, which is like an astral projection power, and then precognition is touching shit. I think. But the more powers you got, the less you've got elsewhere. And
Precognition is seeing what's coming in advance. I know what I mean though, I went mad and I bought flighters and power as well, so I'm trying to hold back and actually refine and enhance what I got. You know, psychometry where you sort of you hold an object and you can get vibes and information on the moment. I'm really liking the look of telepathy surreptitious.
But what's the rules nowadays if you are positive?
That'll turn it into a level 3 power, which means buying any more of it will cost you 7 times your current dot. So it's always worth buying extras when you've got 1 dot, just so you don't have to calculate later. Because it gets more expensive, obviously.
So to buy 1 dot costs the same as one. Sorry, to buy 1 extra is the same as 1 level in the power.
Yeah, so it's the difference in the power. So if you only have 1 dot in the power, it's literally 3 and 3. So if you wanted to take a level 1 power to a level 3 power, it would cost you 6 XP because that's 2 extras. If you want to take it to up 1 level, that's 3 XP because that's the difference between 6 and 9. Or 3 and 6.
You pay the difference in cost.
I have actually got a table for how much it costs. Depending on how many dots you've got, but fees of use
So a level 2 power would cost you 6 points normally to buy. A level 3 power would cost you 9 points to buy. If you've got 1 dot in it and you want to take it as an extra from 2 to 3, you just work out the difference in cost and that's what it costs you. So it's the same. But obviously if you bought 5 dots in a level 2 power and then want to take an extra, you've got to pay the difference in cost between taking it all as a level 2 and all the way up to all the way as level 3 and taking it all the way up. So you have to pay a lot more as a single item, but it works out the same price over at the end. It's just
Yeah. It just basically turns your power up a level, and so all the experience points go up. Because once you've taken a level 2 power to a level 3, it's going to cost you 7 times per dot to increase it.
not 5.
So yeah, mega attributes start at 6 to buy the first one, and thereafter are 5 times whatever your current is.
Yeah. But when you first start, you always get a free enhancement.
Yes, I saw that. That's nice.
But after that, you have to buy your enhancements separately, and they cost 5 XP each. So you could have one in a mega enhancement and literally buy all the
Extras.
enhancements. One in a mega and all the enhancements, or you could boost your mega weapon and you have a couple of enhancements. But don't forget, if you have mega dice, they don't betray you. 7s, 8s, 9s count as 2, and 10s count as 3.
And 1s don't count as a fail.
Yeah.
However, I would seriously consider more dormancy, because you are not able to hide what you are. And if you want to be a face, you are never going to be a face with a balaclava, sunglasses, and a full face mask on. No one will trust you.
Oh god, yeah. So painful. So, Prince of Dormancy, it says it's 2 times current.
Yeah, so 1 to 2 is 2 points, 2 to 3 is 4 points, and you just have to. So it would
Get it up
cost
to 4.
2, 4, 6, so that would be 12 points.
No.
Let's get to 4, and then you can turn all your glowy stuff off. You'd still look the same, but. Because technically, Quantum 5, you should be Silver Surfer, the Incredible Hulk, Nightcrawler, Ghost Rider, something that is clearly not human. You can't say, I've got Quantum 5 and I look the same.
Yeah.
You should be.
That's why I have.
Human.
Yeah.
That's why she's got a tail and blue and all of that.
Years.
2
Fucked
inches
up
taller.
eyes.
Fucked up eyes, 2 inches taller.
Quick question, Lawson.
Completely covered all the time.
Quick question. What are the COVID rules at the moment?
Well, the app's been closed down.
There are no rules anymore.
No.
Okay, fine. So if no, that's just my missus was phoning me up saying there's somebody on the ward with COVID, and I should test myself. But
Theoretically, you ought to test if you can when you think you've been exposed.
I can.
Yeah.
I've got the test.
And if you test positive, you do not have to isolate officially, but you might want to advise people and say, I'm going to isolate if you can.
And wear a face mask everywhere you go. And use the hand stuff.
Just use your own politeness to deal with it, you know?
Yeah, just deal with it and die.
So if you're vaccinated, you should be alright.
Yeah, I'm fully vaccinated. Yeah. But it's ridiculous compared to what the rules were before.
So yeah, it'll cost you 12 XP, James, to get Dormancy 4 straight away. Problem solved.
I only have 11 right now.
Oh dear.
I might spend to get to Dormancy 3 from 1.
12 XP.
No. 2 and then 4. So 6 XP. He asked for Dormancy 3.
Yeah, but he needs Dormancy 4.
I know, he just asked for Dormancy 3. So that's 6.
Okay. I'm not saying I'm playing them now. Not the paranoid. Surreptitious is another level in telepathy.
Yeah, you can't do it on the character sheet because it doesn't work on spreadsheets.
But I can do that, and I'll send everybody's character sheets out when they spent XP. I'll update the sheets and send it back to you, because the spreadsheet doesn't work for buying extras on top of an existing power, unfortunately.
You can buy it now and tell Lawson.
I wondered why that was weird. I was looking at possibilities.
Yeah, doesn't work.
Thank you.
I've added a tab to my sheets for gear so I can keep track of it on there. So I'll send you mine, and then you can check.
Update it and send it back, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've broke anything too badly. But yes, Cass, we were talking.
Yes.
We've got the 3 lines of inquiry. We definitely think that the organic tea shop is a good line of inquiry, and shape-shifting lady over there might be the best person to go there. Maybe up with a t-shirt for the team, and say, "Oh, I'm trying to find TV. We met at the last game."
Yes, you, Michelle.
I don't shapeshift.
Well, you look different when
You
you.
don't get.
You tell them can
Very
go, your
fucking
skin colour
ally.
changes, your height changes, you get here, they go
Our
away.
skin colour changes, yes.
I mean, if you change, she won't recognise you.
When that's all girly.
Yeah. With a big tail, with a tail and evil demeanour. Yeah. Okay.
Someone need a hippie skirt.
I'm channeling Rosa Diaz from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, who's the default of being tough and competent, and then you see her go undercover, and she acts ditzy and girly, and it's so weird seeing that character act that way.
The scary thing is on my wish list: copycat, blind bewitchment, mega charisma seduction.
My biggest concern is, I know we've got till Friday or whatever, but I think this is very time critical. We need to get this dealt with as quickly as possible.
We need to find her first, and unfortunately,
Yes.
the best lead we've got, the quickest lead we've got, is the organic tea shop in the University District.
Yeah. And the potential professor. I think the tea shop is first, the Dr. Hendricks is second, and anything else is a distant third.
Yeah, because the last thing we want to do is hit it on the Friday when we find her, or if we find whatever, and then find that it's too late. She's already sold it or whatever.
Yeah.
We need to hit this quick. It's she's obviously got a plan because she's done it. She knows what she's doing, and she'll have a buyer and everything else. So we need to hit it as quickly as possible.
Or if she's as naive as she says she is, then someone else is using her.
Possible.
Yeah. Well, it could be the Yankees with Dr. Hendricks. It could be being Simcoe Bastard and being
We don't know.
Svengali, roofing in the young engineer.
Right,
To
so
get the stuff.
I just
if you want me to do the talking thing rather than bookworm, then I need
Might be sensible.
some new clothes.
Yeah, I just don't think this is a simple recovery job. It's not going to be a simple recovery job.
Or we need to find her first.
Yes. I think there's going to be a little bit of fisticuffs involved at the end of it, or
Probably.
shooty bang bang.
But they didn't say don't take anything, so my advice on this run is if we see anything with value, fucking nab it. because
Which
the very
is
shit end up
which
dead.
is the question?
We're fucked anyway, so
Who has firearms? You do.
Yeah.
Just you. Two. You got 2 guns.
2
Bookworm.
wins and then obviously Dex.
Bookworm. You any guns?
What's a gun?
It's like a book that shoots people.
I don't. I remove bullets. I don't insert them.
You sound angry.
Stab, 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 stab. Sorry.
Yeah, it's a boomstick.
No, I have no idea how to use a gun, and
Okay.
right now I have no intention of learning how to use a gun.
Right. Okay. I don't know what my. Let's have a look at my stats. I have a
So,
bit of
Bookworm.
shooty bits.
What do you think of my idea of putting out her image for facial recognition, see if we can get any hits?
Ah,
And
shit.
also asking Leon to do some research on this Dr. Hendricks.
Yeah, I mean the research is definitely reasonable. The facial recognition is highly risky and also highly fraught with failure. We're talking about hacking into systems that we shouldn't be in. We're also talking about accuracy of those systems in the first place. Yeah, maybe.
The thing is, I trust me.
I've only got one. I've got one point.
Sorry, one at a time, please.
I've only got 1 point in firearms. I'm not that skilled. I know what it is. I know how to load it and charge it, but I am not the best at shooty bang bang. So
If I was running to hit somebody with a gun, I'd be rolling 5 dice.
we need somebody who's good with guns. Magpie Nico, is she any good with the guns? No.
Hey, what's that? 5 dice not good enough for her.
Are you good? All right, you'll be our
5
marksman
dice.
then. Yeah. So you'll be a shooty bang bang guy.
If I need to.
I think we might need it in this run.
So no one's going to just concentrate at them.
Yeah, that as well.
Concentrate. Well, yeah, we could if you can mind control these guys. That'd be even better.
What? Or telekinesis the bullets in their guns to fall out the front of the gun before they fire them. That kind of thing.
Or go behind them. As they fire them, the bullets appear behind them and shoot them in the back. Yeah, that's the thing. You create a portal in front of the guns so they go through.
Yeah, they can fire as many bullets as they like through them and straight into space. That'd be great. Yeah, we can do that.
No, straight into the backs.
Yeah, you see, then you're talking about dodges and all sorts of scary things. They get the time to work out what's going on, and they get a chance to get away.
Yeah, just put them out.
It's not instant. It's not instant.
Yeah.
If I've got time to concentrate and sit and I can create a portal to the moon and back. Well, not quite, but you know what I mean. That I can take you up to a fucking space station. But I cannot just instantly drop a portal and send someone into oblivion. It's not going to work.
Okay, fair enough.
There's time.
I tell you, I definitely want to do a training montage and work out, how easy it is to play shuriken with telekinesis, how easy it is to try and wrench a gun out somebody's hand, and like I say, augment my punches with telekinesis.
Yeah, I've
That's
got
training montage.
a
That's
really
what
bad feeling
Yeah, I
that
can
we're
think
going to
that.
we're going to get a really bad fight coming up.
I have no
on
doubt
this
we're
one.
going to be hurt.
Yes.
And I'm still not feeling good, guys. I need to get a drink somehow, and I'm struggling.
Oh, that reminds me. Is it a new scene yet, Loss?
Is what, sorry?
If we're in the flat, yeah.
I can't. What was the time, please? What did you say, James?
Does this count as a new scene?
A Ninsing?
A new scene from one.
Oh, I see.
When we first got the reflection. And I healed him last.
I'm sorry, I can't understand
Yeah.
what you're saying.
When he's healed.
Don't
but-
say it louder. Move the mic. I'd say move the mic away from your mouth because
Yeah.
it's super sensitive.
How that?
That's
Much better.
Okay, I can only heal once per scene. I
Yes.
only in a new scene from when I last healed him.
Yes.
Yes, yeah, you're the Banshee. Hours have gone by, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll reach over, give him a sort of friendly neck massage and say, "Are you feeling any better?" And put some healing into him.
Okay, so you can spend your points on healing game. Unfortunately, Bookworm, you feel a nice warm glow of energy from him, but it quickly dissipates and you're still the same afterwards. This is a quantum backlash and therefore
Not healable.
not healable.
Dude, I appreciate that, but that doesn't feel good still.
It's only
So
got about
it
12
seems like
hours to
it's
go.
Psychic, it's deeper than healing for some reason.
No, there's only about 12 hours to go and you'll be fine after that. So
You don't know that, but
no,
yeah.
we don't know that. We don't know that. But he's not touching me fucking flask, little fucker. Turning me fucking whiskey into fucking chip vinegar. You
Well,
can
it's
fuck
late
off.
at night, and I need to get clothes together if we're going to the University District tomorrow. If you all want to come with me, you
So we've got
can.
4 days, right?
One of
You just
want to
confirm
come
that?
with me and somebody go elsewhere, that's fine.
I can help. Needs be.
I'm going to find out how soon I can get to meet Neon.
It's midnight on Sunday.
She's a ducker.
So
Maybe it's
if
right
you've,
in the middle of the run.
if you've got non-corp contacts, some of them may be available at midnight. Deckers, for example, street docs, they'll be available after midnight. Gang members, things like that. Your corps won't, they'll be asleep. But your non-corp contacts will still be available. If you want to try and make one phone call, you can each try one street contact to talk about one thing.
And remember,
So,
this girl, Iha or whatever her name is, she is a
Tee-hee.
decker. She's a decker.
He.
She is a decker.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn the light on.
I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll take advantage of that when we get a chance.
So assuming that you're moving with the box, you can now walk back to Bookworm's gaff. You'll get there just after midnight, a little bit after midnight, before 1 though. And you can make phone calls if you want to.
Okay. I'd like to contact Sponge and see what he's got to say for himself. I want to find out if he's even heard of Tee-hee.
Who's Sponge? What sort
Sponge
of
is
contact?
he's a decker.
He's the decker, okay.
Yeah. Ned's the pawnbroker, Patch the street doc. I'm going for the decker.
Okay.
-1. 4 successes.
Let's go into the toilet, I think.
So who are you contacting? What do you want to talk about? What are you asking about?
Trying to contact Liam and finding out if she's open for a little bit of a social call, a little bit of a business call. She didn't want to talk over the phone as well.
I'm happy to talk over the phone, but you'll have to make it quick.
Okay, I've got a contact. I'd love to track down some information on a person like this. Everyone video call.
Yeah.
So this is a Dr. Hendricks. Just trying to find out a basic bio, your standard 3-paragraph summary, and want to know if you're up for putting out a image recognition on this person and
Which
show it
is
to
on
me on public cameras.
Right. You can ask about one person with this role. So do you want to ask about Tee-hee or do you want to ask about Flair?
I'm going to ask about Flair.
Okay. All right. So, Flair, Dr. Hendricks. Oh, God, yeah. How far can a man fall, eh? Just ask Flair. From the top of the world to the Redmond Barons in 2 years. That's how far. I hear he spent a lot of time in a Decker hangout called the Breadboard. He's probably down, but he's not out. I heard his services were just retained by HSE. So, yeah, he was brilliant in his day. Absolutely brilliant. Flair is known throughout the Decker communities as one of the old guard. His work on matrix geometries is still being used in universities today. In fact, he used to be a prof at the University of Seattle, but he doesn't do that anymore either, as far as I'm aware.
Do you get the feeling you might be the kind of person who needs one last big score in order to gain power?
Yeah, probably. I would imagine so. Once it's in your blood, it's very hard to get out of it. Get it out of your blood.
Yeah.
But yeah, Hendricks is Flair. He's I would say he's still very capable, but he's no longer one of the new breed, one of the new generations. You've got to stay on top of the game, and I think he was in a coma. He was in a coma for about 2 years, and so when he woke up, all the technology had left him in the dust. But yeah, he worked at the university for a couple of years. Yeah, I would check in the university district if you're looking for him, or as I say, the Breadboard. It's a cafe diner type place up in the university district.
You're an absolute darling. I owe you another dinner. We'll catch you up and you let me know when you're free.
Cool. Right. 1 sec. Okay. DK, you wanted to ask your Decker about Tee-hee, did you?
I did, yes.
Okay.
What am I rolling here?
Context dice. Just
Three.
contacts.
Let's go there and do that, and then find 3 and click that. Cross your fingers, everyone. Oh, just the 1 success.
Okay. Tee-hee. Yeah, I know Tee-hee. She's corp. And she's apparently brilliant. She developed the Mark 6 chip for the Colt L36. And she's into Skillsoft and SimSense as far as I'm aware. But being caught up, I don't know. Oh, sorry, the Mark 7 chip for the Colt L36. I know she was responsible for that, so she's got to be pretty brilliant.
Wow. And do you know any of her contacts, any of her friends?
I don't.
Oh, man.
As far as I know, she's still in the university district, even though she... well, no. She graduated a couple of years ago and went and joined Global Technologies, as far as I'm concerned. I haven't heard about her since then, I'm afraid, other than rumour has it that she's been designing chips.
Okay. Makes sense. I really appreciate your time. Can you get in touch if you find anything else out about her at the moment? Like live information?
I will try, yeah.
I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay.
Can I make a contacts roll?
Yeah. Who are you contacting and who do you want to talk about?
Ooh, I think not the court, because it's a completely different court. I'm going to try my Shadowrunner contact and see if he can get a hold of his Decker friend.
Okay. I wonder who you're asking.
Mono.
Yeah, I know.
I got one success.
Okay, what are you asking about?
If his Decker friend is available.
Yeah.
I'm making an inquiry, a location. I want to locate somebody.
Who?
Let's go.
Let's have a look. Oh, her. He puts up shows his screen, and there's a picture of her walking around almost in a daze. She nearly gets run over by a car at one point. Do you recognise the surroundings? Make me streetwise roll, please.
Oh, that's better. Oh, that's a lot better.
3 successes.
3 successes on 3 dice. 7, 9, 10.
You drove past it yesterday when you were in the university district, Cascade Road.
When's this footage from?
Yesterday. She's in the university. Well, she's where she is. You recognise it. Casper doesn't. He says, "I got this off Cascade Road." She was seen wandering a little bit aimlessly around Cascade Road yesterday afternoon.
So what do I owe you?
We'll discuss it next time you pop round. You are going to pop round, aren't you?
Oh, Mono, isn't it?
Boom, chicka, wow, wow.
I'm glad to see you behaved yourself last time you were at the club.
The trouble is, King Will enjoy.
Casper knows better than to mess with me. As I'm leaving, I will ping A grade and say, some contacts of mine located her yesterday. Cascade District?
Cascade Road in the
Cascade
university
Road
district.
In the university district. She almost got run over by a car.
Holy shit, that's useful. Well done. Wanna get there now, or you wanna take some time to some downtime first?
Well, if I'm going to the university district, I need to get clothes together, so I'm going to head back to the Rose and Crown and ruffle through the back rooms to see what merchandise Mr. S has.
Yeah. Check the best and friend.
Indeed.
I better go home for Kira. What time are we gonna crack on first thing tomorrow?
I'm happy as early as possible. Just contact me whenever.
Okay, let's say 8 o'clock, roll to rock, on the way in, pick everybody up, meet at Booklands, Newpad.
So you want to leave the car at the manor and I'll just drive round?
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
so while this is going on, I'll be at the Rose and Crown. I'm going to have a word with Mr. S, and just let him know what we're up to, because I think it's just.
That was going to be my next thing before rummaging through the clothes.
No, but I think I'll knock on his door and just let him know that we've got a little contract going with somebody else.
Yeah.
And
Come in.
I hope it doesn't impinge on any of his working, but this is what we're up to. I'll just let
Come
him know.
in.
Mr. S, how are you doing, boss?
I'm doing all right there, Cass. How are you doing?
We're all right, but me and the boys, we got a little job on. I just thought I better let you know what it's all about. We're working for some little lady called Rachel. I don't know if you know her or not, but she works for. Let me see. I've got it. Roxanne. That's the one. Roxanne. She works for Global Tech. And she's asked us to do a little job. I just thought it'd just be polite to let you know, and I hope that it doesn't sort of impinge on anything that you're working on at the moment.
No, it doesn't bother me. I don't have any ties with Global Tech at all. So you knock yourself out. Will you still be available Thursday, Friday, Saturday this week to work?
Saturday, yeah.
Saturday, yeah, we can manage that. But yeah, we're going to be a bit busy Thursday, Friday, I think.
All right.
Unfortunately.
I'll tell Titch and I'll get him to cover your shifts. Well, I'll see you back here on Saturday.
All right, boss. No, thank you very much for your understanding. You know, it's we just gotta look for the money where we can get it. If you know what I mean. It's that's the way it is.
Did Radar get you this job?
You what, boss?
Did Radar get you this job?
No, I love this job, but you know, when things come up, then we've got to grab hold of it, haven't we? Because yeah.
All right.
But I just thought it'd be right and proper to let you know before we go.
No, I appreciate that.
Is everyone going clippy? Because I'm going.
Yeah, I'm getting the same.
Everybody's
Me too.
Do you close down Discord and reopen it?
I don't think it's Discord. I don't know.
Discord.
I'm still trend as well.
Everyone's clippy for me.
Yeah, everybody's separately clicky.
It's the Russians.
That's better.
There we go. What happened there? What closed?
There was a ping.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've only got 9 things open at the moment, so I should be.
Yes. No, something went beding and closed.
Yeah, I got
suddenly it's so better. So
Yeah.
don't know what that was.
57 tabs I have open, and the 12 spreadsheets and 5 Photoshop documents.
Oh yeah, I've got the 4 spreadsheets as well. I've got all your couch sheets up as well. Sorry. 3 PDFs.
But yeah,
and
so we've got it cleared from Mr. S. We're good to go.
Oh, I haven't.
No, you have, because it was the team.
Yeah, but I don't know. I've got to go to speak to Mr.
No,
S.
I'm going to come back and see you all and let you know that it's been cleared by Mr. S. All right. Whatever.
Somewhere else, and then I'm going back to the Rosy
You go and have
like
it.
2 a.m. in the morning.
Well, that's fine. You have a chat with them in your own time. But the rest of us, we're not going to get beheaded.
Not this time.
So yeah, I'll go back to the Rose and Crown whatever time I can make it, because I'd have to go to check with Mono. I might have to go straight to Casper's, and then from there back to the Rose and Crown. Although I can teleport, so as long as nobody's about.
Yeah, it'll be well after one getting up for 2, but he's around.
Check in with him.
I don't know what it is, but I'm paranoid about using powers too casually and just teleporting all the time, because it would save time. But if anybody was watching it, would like, how the fuck do we get from there to there in 0 elapsed time? You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you're going to be naughty, but apart from that, keep it quiet.
You do you. I'll do me. I've got X-ray vision.
Bazinga.
I know when people are watching,
A camera is a camera. You're not going to necessarily.
and I can see cameras with X-ray vision.
Well, that's not necessarily watching the camera.
James, don't meta game.
Really, James? I need.
You
to
don't know what Magpie's doing or how she's doing it.
I really need to look at your setup because that microphone settings is just—it's horrible.
It sounds like you got the microphone inside the back of your throat,
Yeah.
Who?
like James.
James.
And what are you running? Is it Ubuntu or Mint or what? What are you running?
Ubuntu.
Ubuntu. Shouldn't sound that bad. It really
I'm moving
shouldn't.
my all the way up here now.
All right. So, Magpie, you want to speak to Mr. Sunshine?
Yeah. I will teleport to the attic room for a safe spot, change into Magpie, and go down to speak to Mr. Sunshine.
Okay.
So,
Hello there.
So we've got a possibility of work this week. It's unclear if I'll be available Thursday and Friday. And may I have a look through the Lost and Found, please?
Sorry?
Lost and Found.
Lost and Found. You have to talk to Titch about that. He looks after that. I think he's already gone, but he'll be available in the morning. He's due to pop round first thing. So have a word with Titch, or if Dice is in early, he might be able to help you. Other than that, I know you were on a job. Cass did tell me earlier, so I'll work out replacements for you on Thursday and Friday. But I'll see you here on Saturday night.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
Good night.
quick question, James.
See you later.
Are you actually using the microphone from the headset, or is it using the microphone from your webcam?
It's definitely the headset. It's the headset because when he touches it, it's loud as hell. Touch the end of the microphone, mate, and tap it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's super sensitive.
That's why it's up there now.
Yeah, and it sounds better.
But that
With the
actually sounds
microphone
better.
up there, and you guys hearing me better than when it's here. It's not logical, but I don't care if it's stupid and it works. It's not stupid.
I mean, you could put the microphone in a bag in another room; it would still be loud enough.
Come on.
Or get a separate mic. That always works.
Yeah, that was the next thing. I just wanted to first get a fucking headset that worked.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Tick that box, then improve.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so
Well, I'm gonna crash
go
for the
with
night.
Psychic Link and say 8 o'clock, Bookworm's Gaff, ready to rock.
Yeah,
All good?
All right then. As it's approaching 2 o'clock, by the time everyone's finished their rounds and done their talkings, then I'm assuming everyone will now crash and meet back up at Bookworms to 8 a.m. on Monday morning.
sounds
I'm
like
gonna-
a plan, our kid.
Is Kira still up? How's she coping? If she is up, I'm gonna make sure she's fucking okay.
No, she's fast asleep.
Leave a note. Working hard, our kid. You shout me if you need me. You know you've got the special way of contacting me. Here's 50 million, fucking no, 100 million. Anything you want, anything you need, you just tell me.
Okay.
Cross that off.
Okay.
And that's cash. Sweet as a nut.
Right then. 8 o'clock, Monday morning. Everyone's joined at Bookworms.
Well, not first thing. I've got to
Well-
speak to Titch. So I'll just ping him with A grade if I have to arrive later and just say, dealing with some stuff, be there as soon as possible.
So the question is, right, what's everyone got? What have we got?
When I wake up, can I go and get a glass of water and just check?
Yeah, you can.
Look
Yeah.
at that, going,
How does that glass of water look right now?
It's starting to go cloudy.
Ah, shitting bollocks.
It's not been 24 hours, has it?
More yogurt.
More yogurt.
So I'm going to ask you, so what we got? What info have we got? Have we found her? Do we know what's happening?
What you looking through the?
Urban Brawl t-shirt, clothes that look suitable for students, a skirt.
Maybe a streetwise roll.
Yeah, but we whatever you found out, I don't know about. So yeah.
All I'm
Toilet
told,
break.
A grade.
Toilet break. 2 seconds.
2 successes.
Okay. Unfortunately, there is nothing in Lost and Found that would help, I'm afraid.
We can stop off on the way. It won't be too hard.
Stop off on the way to what? Sorry?
Cass, so what I found out about the bloke, Dr. Hendricks, you know, the one with the mug that said Flair, that turned out to be his hacker name. He is apparently was a brilliant hacker, Decker. But the problem is, he's a little bit on guard. Yeah, apparently he was in a coma for a couple of years. And you know what the Decker geezers are like. If they don't keep up to the minute, day by day, technology passes them by.
Yeah.
And by the time he came out of his coma, he still had it, it was still good, but he wasn't on the cutting edge. It shouts to me as somebody who's desperate for one last big score. And I don't know about you, but I know we're getting paid 125k per chip. How much would it be to somebody actually selling them? I don't know. What's the rule of thumb? Factor of 10? You know, if you're the one actually selling them rather than
Possible.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It could be his big last score.
It depends who the buyer is, I
Oh,
suppose.
yeah, always, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's the feeling I get from him, and I get the feeling he might have recruited T.He to be the inside person. So
There is that possibility. Just because he hasn't got the ability to do the actual hacking, but
Exactly.
he might still have the knowledge to pass on to T.He to help her do the hacking.
exactly. And out of character, Michelle, did you say give me the information last night about Cascade Road?
Yeah, I pinged you as soon as I left Casper and went, boom, I've given you this.
And
I'll let you know that
do we know where this Dr. Hendricks actually is at the moment?
we don't, but he has a hangout. There's a diner / cafe in the University District called the Breadboard.
Breadboard.
So that's a place to stake out and go and check out.
I reckon so. Absolutely.
And Magpie last night mentioned to me that she'd found out from her contacts that there'd actually been a sighting of T.He on Cascade Road. It's not one of the main drags, I don't think, but it's one of those in the University
I
District.
did tell you she nearly got run over.
Yeah.
She was in.
Yeah, typical ditzy, head in the clouds, egghead. Somebody who's always thinking about higher things and not paying attention to the world around them.
Or has been too long inside the Matrix and
Exactly.
still not come back to
So
terms.
she was found, with the camera of her almost getting hit by a car on Cascade Road. So everything's pointing to the University District.
I think we may have to pay a visit.
I think we do. I think I might need to spend a lot of points quite urgently on dormancy.
I'm pinging A grade. I'm on the way. I need to go shop. Lost and Found was a bust.
Ha! No problem, my kid. You say the word, we're driving anyway.
Okay. How are we going to do this? Do we go in heavy or do we go in light? Is the
Going
question.
right, I think. Magpie's driving on the way. She was going to try and sort out some clothes. But, Lost and Found and the Rose and Crown ain't worth shit. She's
No,
going to
but
stop.
we could go to the University District and
Well, exactly. Stop off at a shop and buy a Urban Brawl fan t-shirt.
we can go in and start knocking heads, or we can go in and just ask questions. It's up to you.
I really am I'm touched by the idea of going fucking invisible and going ripping memories out of people's fucking heads. This is time critical.
We're
with
up
a
for
big
that.
Payoff.
Well, yeah, okay. Information is critical rather
Information right now.
than broken skulls. Okay.
And I'm sitting there at the moment without my hood on and without my face mask, doing the aforementioned glowing And I'm going to be
Sparks
gesturing
of strength.
weirdly. Fucking dreadlocks just like acting like Medusas. With like electrical sparks as eyes.
Yeah.
Thinking around like, look, you know, I'm going to have to do something around this. I haven't worked out how to damp it down yet.
So is it
That's why
just
I'm walking around with the hood up all the time.
so is it
Turn that
just
light off.
Wraith? Is it just you that can do this, or can Nico do it as well?
Oh yeah, if necessary I'll stay in the car or I'll go
No,
invisible.
but can Nico do it as well, or is it just you? Who else can do this? Get into somebody's head and find stuff out.
Bookworm.
Bookworm,
They're not there.
What do you need?
my young boy, scribe. Soon as you fuck me whiskey up, you owe me one.
I have. Whoa, stop. James, every time you speak, I can hear nobody else.
Quality cotton t-shirt, official Urban Brawl Settle Screamers t-shirt.
What did you say
250.
there?
Or you can buy a cheap knockoff for 25 on a really crappy t-shirt with an obvious fake print for 25. But it's like any sports kit, it's massively overpriced. And Redmond Barons, the vast majority are going to be cheap knockoffs.
Nah. How much are the officials? Sorry.
Did they have them in Redmond?
You'd have to drive around, but there will be one. The first place you ask, you look at it and you go, this isn't an original. Do you know where they sell originals? There's a sports store down south in Crush territory. They'll sell them, but they're like 250 new yen for a quality cotton tee with a proper print on it. Or you can buy one of mine for 25 new yen, unofficial.
I think we'll
Made
go for
of
them.
extra polyester.
Because that's what everybody
Sorry,
else
what was
wears,
that?
so fuck
I'll
it.
come back
we'll wear
later
them.
for a video. It's a present. Mutter.
Go for cheap knockoff.
You get ping from Magpie. I am not happy. I'm going to have to spend money. I'm off to the Crimson Crush territory. I will leave your car. I won't take it in there.
Oh, dear. But
Cass, did you want something, Cass?
the actual thing is, yes.
It's a bus journey.
What we need is shit. My chair just went. What we need, if you have a word with Wraith, he'll sort of clue you in. We need you to get into the minds of some of these people that we're meeting up with.
If you can get me a drink that I can drink, then I'll be far happier and able to help.
Yogurt, my
Is
man.
that still happening, dude?
At the moment, you're stuck with yogurt. I really no fucking clue what's up.
I
with you.
haven't had a drink in forever. It feels like about 600 years. So I mean,
Quite dry.
Oh, he's alcoholic, isn't he? Shit, is that going to be a taint?
It's a problem.
Cash or cred? Cash in Crimson.
Either.
Yeah, I'll go.
I'm
I've
not,
had to swallow. I've had to swallow my painkillers dry. That's fucking horrible.
and you're not touching me fucking flask, you little shit. Not after last time.
Look, if you can work out how to get rid of this fucking effect, whatever's happening to me, I don't know what's going to be sorting out.
I don't know, man. But once you sort it out, yeah, you're welcome to what I've got. But yeah, we need to get into the minds of these fuckers and find out what's going on. Have a word with Wraith. He'll clue you in and how we're going to do it, because I got
All right, Wraith.
I got no clue.
Look, what do I need to do? Who do I need to hurt? What's going on? I'm not in the mood for fucking about.
You were in the room when we were talking about the possible contacts and the possible sightings. So the one place being the breadboard, which is a diner, which is where the old geezer, Dr. Hendricks, aka Flair, might be hanging around.
Yeah.
And also that she was spotted yesterday on Cascade Road. So I'll tell you what.
I'm going to spend XP.
You look.
I want a cheaper t-shirt.
You look much more presentable than I do. He said, gesturing broadly.
You don't know what I'm doing yet because I'm not there.
Right, there. Scribe. Bookworm.
He's talking to Bookworm.
Yeah.
Listen, you go into the breadboard. You ask around. If necessary, do mental invasion to rip out memories or to interrogate people. Because you can walk in there without being all hooded up and masked. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I'll go invisible, searching along Cascade Road.
Why don't you pick out targets for me if you can go invisible, dude?
Is that any help? If we're both in the same place, you'll be able to see just as well as I can.
See or hear, you can stand next to someone and hear before I have to mentally invade their brains.
If you want to go in mob-handed, I'm
Look,
not going to shut that down.
I'm not thinking mob-handed. I'm just thinking, can you scout it and point? Tell me the people I'm looking for. I'm going to go in there after you.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you can scout it, that would be amazing. I mean, I can go in there and fucking start on the first person I see and keep going. And I don't know how long that will work.
Well, I think, one of the obvious things is going to be whoever's working there, but it is early. We're getting an early start on shit.
Yeah. I understand. Look, if you're not keen, I'll go in and I'll work it out. You know what I'm saying, though, don't you?
Need to wait till later in the day until it gets picked up.
Yeah.
It picks up around
Yeah, but I know, but it sounds like you're diverting attention because you want to go and do something else. That's fine. I'll go and sort myself out if needs be.
And I'm hearing that you're a young kid who's like kind of worried about doing things by himself, so I'm not going to say fuck off and do it by yourself.
Yeah, I am young.
Can I just interject,
That's
boys?
I'll come with.
Can I just interject? I mean, what exactly are you going to be looking for?
Well, the first surface level is going to be asking around in the breadboard and known hangate for Dr. Flair.
Yeah, but when you're getting into people's heads, what are you actually looking for?
Memories of him.
Yeah, if I was going to go into people's heads, I'm going to be looking for anyone that knows Teehee, anyone that knows also Dr. Hendricks.
Okay.
And see if there's some, if it turns out that if I look at both those and have a good nose, and I spot people that are like, there's 2 or 3 that know both, and perhaps know other people we've met, like Roxanne or.
And don't forget the name Flair, because yes.
Yeah, Flair's the key. I mean, that's going to be my first port, but I mean. Teehee is the important one. I'm also freaking out a little bit about this breadboard named place when I've been given a breadboard to look at, and I'm wondering if there's relevance here. But I mean, it could just be a thing.
Breadboards. It's like a
code. I mean, it could be a code, and I've missed it.
It's a standard concept. It's something like hard drive.
Look,
it's
if
conceptual. You use a breadboard for a concept.
Of course you do. But if there's a hidden secret in that board and I've missed it by staring at the long thing, and we're going to somewhere called breadboard, I'd like to know.
Unfortunately, you know that there's been components attached to the breadboard, but we don't know what those fucking components were. So we'll never know that.
It's like the scaffold in which things were attached for experimental purposes and used.
We could second guess forever.
Yeah, but there are still patterns and patterns,
Yeah. Well, exactly, but a transistor's going to have the same pattern as a diode, so...
I'm thinking different to that, but okay. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Not a transistor, a resistor is going to have...
Transistor would do. Resistor's just got 2 connectors, transistor's got 3, so, I mean, it's just one of the things.
But, exactly, so a resistor's to, a diode's to... You don't know what's been attached to the breadboard. We've got no idea at all. So we're guessing.
I know. It just seems hugely coincidental, and
absolutely
it's piquing my interest that there's something hidden in that breadboard that is a code. I don't know. Imagine you've got the solder dots and they line up with a keypad, for instance, that kind of thing.
Well, maybe you should
something really stupid like that's just going to stand out and look.
Maybe that's what you should look for when you're scanning people.
That was exactly what I was talking about when we started.
I ain't never going to call somebody paranoid. There's well-founded suspicions and wariness. There's no paranoia.
You're not paranoid when everybody's out to get you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, when you know for sure. Yeah.
Doesn't mean they know how to get you anyway. So, do you think it's too early? Well, the thing is, we don't know what time Breadboard opens. We don't know if they've got a breakfast service. We're trying to check it out.
I think we just go there and find out, to be honest.
Well, hang on. Let me check in with Magpie and see what time she's going to be back. Whether what she wants to meet us down there.
I need to check in at the comic shop at some point as well, and tell Ripley I'm okay.
I'm have to roll. Is that a biz roll?
I think I'm going to have to go.
What I've just bought gives me 3 successes automatically if I put on the charm. So it'll be a biz roll.
I'm just going to head out there.
I can add 3 successes.
Okay.
I'll head out there. If it's open, I'll go in and have a breakfast.
Spend a quantum.
Whatever.
Spend a quantum.
Spend a quantum.
Roll your 6 dice.
67 million dice.
The dreaded all available dice spell.
No, I think I'll just go out there and just scan it.
2 successes.
Scope it out.
Oh no, 5. 5 successes.
Successes. We like successes.
Can I have it cheap, please, sir?
The cheapest he can go is 200.
Oh, James is beating his kids up with his shoes. This is abuse. Well, I've got this recorded. Do you know that?
You'll have Nico's number.
Sorry?
You'll get Nico's number.
All right, okay.
Whether she answers or not is a different matter.
Online abuse. Oh my god.
Look, if I'd managed to catch him and he wasn't dodging, it would be
Dodging? You're just bad at aiming.
Connor, remind me to double the daily beatings.
Absolutely.
I've trained with it for so many years and we've done it in
How much
public,
for a
successful
skirt
place.
as well?
Double the
I was
daily
going to buy a
beatings.
skirt as well.
That'll be another, just a plain
Plain black skirt, hippie skirt.
13 yen.
Oh dear.
Are you going to end up with a really expensive wardrobe of things you never wear?
Yes, she is.
Look, one.
She's a woman. Come on.
Yes, miss.
That's what they do.
One of you will have to look up the address for Breadboard.
Yep, I can do that.
You can go onto the public net for that because it's a business.
Yeah, sure.
And you do a quick search. It's not difficult. I'm not going to ask you to roll. It's very easy. You just go and Google it, basically. Breadboard, Quaff and Stuff, Cafe and Bar, 3510 Cascade Road.
2510
The
Castle.
plot thickens.
What, the thick plottons? Yeah, sounds good to me.
I'll let Magpie know we'll meet her there.
I've got the car.
Exactly. We'll meet her there, you've got the car, we'll get on the bus.
I'll be there before you.
It'd be a lot faster for...
In the car.
Alright.
Well, I'll be honest, I've already left early in the morning and headed towards that area just to scope it out and...
Hang on, you were in the flat in Bookworm's gaff talking.
Yeah.
No, I left. I decided to go to the University District and just scope it out, just have a walk around, see who's around.
So you'll have to get a bus, and that'll take an hour.
Sorry?
You'll have to get a bus, and it'll take an hour.
Yeah. I've done
Or you can wait for Magpie to pick you up on the way.
No, but you were all discussing your stuff. I've already been on the bus, and I'm actually in University District.
No, you are.
No. We've not been talking 20 minutes or so. You're not even down.
I left ages ago when you were all discussing stuff. I just thought, no.
Bullshit. No,
You
you
weren't.
didn't have the information. then.
Lying.
I knew where it was. I knew it was in Cascade Road.
Yeah, whatever.
No, you didn't until they looked it up.
Okay.
All you knew is that she was spotted on Cascade
Wait.
Road.
I got a solution. Concentrate. Can you hear me? Concentrate.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
No, never attuned to him, did I? Fuck that shit.
So that never happened. Then I'll give that up, and I'll jump in the car with you guys. Okay.
Aimlessly wander the streets. There you go.
I'll jump in the car with you guys. Fair enough. I just thought I'd scope it out, try and do a bit of recce, but never mind.
Okay, so you can get to Cascade Road, all four of you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm guessing you'll be able to park up fairly near the breadboard.
I'm in a hippie skirt and an expensive t-shirt.
Centre of the road.
So mad.
Fuck it. Abandon it.
Make me an awareness roll, please.
Oh, Lord.
Everybody or just Magpie?
I don't think I don't need to do one. I don't think.
Yeah, we're talking shit in the back of the car.
I'm on a hair trigger to go invisible. I'm telling you that from the gun.
Oh, thank you, Mega.
Because I'm pretty aware of what's going on.
No, you're not.
That is 3 successes.
Yeah.
It would have been 4, but I rolled a 1. So
Okay, so you get down to Cascade Road and you're looking around for somewhere to park the car near the breadboard. As you're driving around, you pass 6 doors down from the breadboard, Orion's Natural Grocery Store on
There's the
Cascade
shop.
Road, 3520.
Orion's
There you
Natural.
go. There's the shop. What shop? On the left or the right? Which has to
Orion's Organic Groceries, that's it.
I spell.
It's 6 doors down from the breadboard.
Fucking hell.
Why is that relevant?
Total concentration
We need to know.
on
because that was the brand of tea.
Yeah.
Nobody else looked at the T, that's why nobody else made the roll, because you wouldn't have been able to
Right,
get the
did.
Yeah.
You did?
Right.
Right, well, it doesn't matter, you spotted it as you're driving. Rafe, you could probably point it out as well. Especially if there's Ryan, there's the breadboard. One's there, one's there.
Magical.
We're triangulating this bitch.
She's got to
And
be
then you
around
finally
here
find your
somewhere.
car parking spot.
Okay, guys. What time's the breadboard open?
According to the web, the breadboard opened at 8 a.m. So it's now just after 9, so it's been open an hour.
Okay.
Who wants
It says
breakfast?
breakfast.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna
I
say, who
drive
wants-
quite fast through Redmond. Yeah.
Right. Well, I'm going to go in and I'm going to order a breakfast. I'm just going to walk in, ask for a large whiskey and a full Irish.
Okay, yeah, despite the early hour, the breadboard is busy serving breakfast, both in solid and liquid form.
Yep.
What whiskey?
Solid will do me for now, shall we?
A single bar lines the wall. A cook is flipping soy jacks and frying synth eggs on a large griddle. A large woman navigates the room, pouring soy calf into waiting cups.
I'm not going to go in the same time as him.
No, I'll go in first and I'm going to grab a drink and I'm going to order some, a full breakfast basically. And,
Talk to these two guys, right? How do you want to do this?
And,
Because if I go in,
and while I'm there, obviously I'll be scanning and looking to see if there's anybody that looks a little bit dodgy. So
Okay, so when you go in, there are a few people around tables eating, groups and on your own, and you immediately get that familiar tingle in the back of your neck that you're being watched.
that's
Not
what I
only
want.
being watched by one person or a couple of people, you are being watched by every single person in this bar.
That's
With your
fucking
lack of perception, you realise you're the only person in this entire cafe that does not have a data jack. Even the woman serving has a data jack behind her ear.
wow. Decker bar.
This is obviously a Decker handout. There's whispered comments and slyly pointed fingers. It's obvious the regulars of the bar are not used to newcomers.
Wow.
Disguise.
I can hardly disguise myself as a Decker.
No, I'm thinking I'm going to do that in a minute.
Jesus. Oh,
Do I get the
fucking
feeling
hell.
that somebody walking in with a face mask and a pair of goggles
You don't
and
know,
a
you're not
hoodie
gonna say yes.
would kind of stand out?
Very.
No, I've just went in.
However, this is only Cass, because only Cass has gone in.
Yeah.
Only Cass has noticed this. He hasn't broadcast this to anybody yet.
I've just gone in as Cass. I'm not pretending to be anybody else. I'm just
Nope.
in my usual fucking...
People are nudging each other and pointing at you and whispering, and you can even overhear captures of conversation like, "Who is he? Who is he?"
But what I'm going to do is I'll finish my breakfast. I'll pay the waitress and I'll give her a tip. How much will that cost?
So you want a whiskey? You will get a coffee as part of your breakfast, and for Irish, it'll probably come to 15 a year.
15, okay. Right, so take that away.
Oh, by the way, on the drive there, I'm doing that in my t-shirt and scrumpling up a bit so it doesn't look so new.
Oh dear. 1 second.
Wraith,
I'll work on looking a bit more grey
my t-shirt.
and nondescript.
15 new and yeah, so that's
Yeah.
4028.
I'll
Okay.
scuff your t-shirts with telekinesis to make it look lived in.
So this is the University District. It's all cred stick, no cash.
Oh right, it's cred.
It's
Sorry.
downtown.
It's cred, I'm afraid.
Right, okay. Control Z. Ah.
Right, he's already said he's done that, so I can't say I'm doing that at the same time.
No.
You come back out afterwards, Cass.
Yeah, I'm gonna come out.
It's going to be half an hour in
I
there.
was going to say, it's
for
going to be...
Irish.
He's eating a food.
I'm not going to be able to wait that long. You can-
Is he going to
open the
telepathy
door.
contact?
Yeah.
Sorry?
Somebody open the door, make it obvious, not obvious that somebody invisible is getting out of the car.
Right, so yeah, I'm just gonna finish up, pay my bill, give a tip, and then head out. I'm not gonna hang around, talk to anybody, nothing like that. It's just I was just
Okay,
I was
so
just
for the half an
scoping
hour
the
while
place.
Cass is ordering and eating, what's anybody else doing?
Jesus.
I'm going to look at the street and look at the people and observe who's going in and out, the customers.
So most of the people walking up and down the streets are young people carrying data pads. They're students. They're wearing student clothes.
Oh, this is
You
tech.
are a few blocks away from the university.
Do I look appropriate in comparison?
Reasonably so, yeah.
Adjust my hair, put it over my ears.
I'll wander up to... Look, guys, I'm going to go and walk up to Orion's and have a look in there.
Oh, for fuck's sake, guys.
Well, what do you want to do?
I was going to go in and talk.
Okay,
so
you do-
guys can do
you
your
do-
telepathy from a distance.
Yeah,
It was
Yeah. the
an
problem-
idea, but if you want to go ahead, you
I
go
need to
ahead.
see who I'm working
I
with.
don't want to have spent over 200 quid on these clothes just to fucking sit in the car.
Fair play. You go and do you. I'll go and stand at the door of
Do I
Borden.
notice the amount of data jacks around?
What in the
Well,
neighborhood?
when I
Going
come
in and
out, I obviously
That's not yet. That's not yet.
no, I obviously meet up with you guys again. So they're all deckers.
Eventually.
They're all jackers.
Eventually. Wait a minute, you've done half an hour, everybody else is still in the car at the moment.
Yeah, so when I come out, I'm going to go back to the car.
Yeah, but we might.
Yeah,
we might be there.
We're not
All
gonna,
right.
You
They're
just
going to
walked
sit for
off
half
and
an hour.
tell us what you
You
were
walked
doing.
off and you ordered food, so
We
everybody
don't know
else
what
is...
you're fucking doing, so we sat in the car for half an hour going, what the fuck?
Right.
Yeah.
And if you're not going to
You're still in there.
telepathically talk to A grade, then we
You're
don't
still in
know
there.
Jack.
I'm going to pick up my
Enos.
anus. Yes, my what are they called?
Hey,
Grenade launcher.
or you could
No,
tell
you don't
us
have to.
You can
like
just-
The old what
Grimoire.
are they called? Jeez, my head is gone.
Cabbage.
The thing that we all bought.
pages.
Pager.
Pager.
I'm
That's the
going to
one.
pick up the pager.
Again, Cass, you do not need
No,
to
I
do
can't.
that.
No, I can't because we need
You
to
just
go.
concentrate,
Dave,
and I will be aware that you need to make contact.
Who do
We're
I
all
concentrate to?
we're all psychically linked to Ray. We did that in session 2.
Right.
Remember?
Okay. I shall concentrate and say, Wraith, buddy, they're all jackers. Every single person in that place is a jacker.
I could have told you that before you went in.
No, you didn't. Fucking didn't.
That kid.
I thought it was obvious from the name and the
Shush.
location.
Shush.
But anyway,
But
Let's
anyway,
not cause an argument.
they're all jackers. Nobody knows who it was. Doesn't seem like anybody's suspicious. So, yeah. Go do your thing, boys.
okay.
Now, bear in mind, telepathy, people know we're doing it to them. And
Unless
neither of you, nobody's not surreptitious.
Yeah.
I buy surreptitious.
Unless you buy surreptitious.
Fucking hell.
How many points was that? We said 6, didn't you?
3.
3.
3 points for
1
surreptitious.
point.
It makes it to level 3 power, though,
So it costs you 3
Surreptitious.
quantum points to use.
Ah, dear.
not 2.
2.
It costs 3 points to buy surreptitious, and it'll then cost you 3 power points per use instead of 2,
Right, I'm doing that.
because you boosted the power.
I think I've got to do the same, haven't I?
If you want to do it surreptitiously, yes.
I'm going to have to. I mean, we
They
took.
still get willpower to resist, but they don't know
Yeah.
who's doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's not that they don't know who. They don't know that it's being done.
No, they still get will.
It's an
Regardless
attribute,
of
right?
surreptitious or
They
not,
get
everyone
ability.
still gets the willpower to resist your
That's a
attack.
game mechanic.
Yeah,
So do not know that
They
they're
don't-
mind dread
they don't know.
at all.
Who it's
Whether
coming
it's
from.
who's doing it, they don't know that it's being done at all.
They don't know. They're not aware that your mind is being read, but they still get a willpower roll because of the challenge against their brain.
Yep.
They're just not aware of it.
What kind of thing is it for XP spend? Just so I can see it.
It's an extra. You can't do it on the spreadsheet, unfortunately. You'll have to make a note.
I will make a note on your spreadsheets.
'Cause I think I have to do it. I think, dude, they're going to spot this a mile off, right? I think with some concentration we can change that.
Anyway,
We're going to concentrate, dude.
But
Spend some energy on this, right? Think about it. We can make ourselves invisible to their thoughts.
yeah, have Deckers got
I see what you mean.
psychic abilities, or is it all purely mechanical?
Decker's mechanical, isn't it? Well, electrical, but electrical.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a quick moment of intense meditation and add a character, burn some XP to buy surreptitious.
Okay.
Do you want...
Do you want me to go in before you guys by 5
Yes,
minutes?
please.
And just
I'm gonna go invisible.
Diversions always help. Yes. If me and A grade are going to concentrate on the gang, I'll go to the door and do it. You can stay distant and do it. I'll give you some clues if needs be of who's in there, but you can scan the room. You can see what's going on.
Yeah, and if anybody wants to know the layout, just have a look inside my head. And
Exactly.
You'll
You're
get
still
it.
there.
Yeah, he's having breakfast, isn't he?
No, yeah,
he's-
yeah. I'm still
He
there.
fully sent it.
I'm going to be invisible and stealing bacon off his plate using telekinesis.
Yeah,
Triple one.
as long as you can get past the white pudding, you'll be fine.
I'm going to look in the mirror and see if I can chromatic or a data jack in my skin.
Yeah, the white pudding might block you, but keep going.
Yeah, but A grade, make sure you're ready for this because we're gonna have to do this. We're gonna have this kind of QT, right? This is
They won't be able to see me visually or mentally. Don't worry.
I knew it would.
All right. Well, I'll stay outside. You can go inside if you want. That's fine by
Yeah.
me. But someone's going to have to go in with you to open the door, so you don't look like you opened the door
I'm
magically.
good.
Well, can I open my head up to allow you guys to see through my eyes?
No, only
Or-
Ray can see through your eyes.
No.
Okay.
No. You can say
I've got an
things
idea
back.
of the layout from talking to
if
you
we
and what you've
contact you.
chosen to send.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'll let you guys know that if you need to go through me, I'm available. I won't resist as long as you don't.
Basically, your plate of bacon and eggs and white pudding arrives, and at that moment, the door goes ding ding. And
Take a
Nicola
moment
walks
to
in.
channel the shy student.
And I'm gonna.
Peppy.
So,
Very
so let me
shy.
get this right. You're all going to the breadboard. No one's going to Orion's.
I said I was going to go to Orion's originally, but everyone went, "What are you doing?" So I didn't.
Where are you going, Magpie?
You're the diversion at the moment.
I was going to play diversion, but if you want to split up, I'm happy to split. I don't know what the plans are. I was driving around getting kit
Yeah.
because everybody said, "Oh, I should do the talking," and now
You should.
everybody else is rushing.
I-
off.
No, I just went in for a recce. That was all. I just
My-
wanted to
my
make sure there was
understanding is
nobody
this,
with
right?
guns and things.
I don't know.
Yeah. My understanding is that Cass has gone in, sort of off-piste, to recce it and to tell us what's going on. We haven't had anything back much yet, apart from he's had breakfast.
Yeah.
Okay. Me and A grade have gone. We need to know something more, and we need to be careful about this because there's something not right. So we have gone for our what is it called? Surreptitious. Yeah, we've concentrated enough to do our in-field
Yeah, I'm gonna
upgrade.
Go to Orion's.
Yeah, if you're going to go to O'Brien, that's fantastic, but that means I'm going to be the person walking into the bar.
Unless you leave it a while, because
That's
too many
fine.
people asking too many questions about the
Yes.
same person is going to raise suspicion.
Yes.
This is why you all said I should be the one to ask, and
Yes.
you guys stand back.
Exactly.
But for some reason, the plan has suddenly changed. I'm sitting here
has.
going,
From my point of view, it's exactly the same. I'm going to be invisible. You're the person that's physically opening the door so that we can get it. I
yeah,
can
Kaz
get
has
in.
already gone into.
The thing is, I've not asked
Which means-
anything in the bread bowl. I've
No,
just
no,
gone
you
in and
haven't.
had
But
time.
you've
Yeah,
raised
apart
lots
from
of suspicion.
breakfast and
And
look
if
like
an
an idiot.
apparent sixth woman then walks in not long after you've walked in and starts asking about Teehee, people are going to go shut up very quickly.
Exactly.
Don't know.
We were
No.
never going to get information verbally anyway. It was always going to be via telepathy, wasn't it?
Yes, that was the plan.
Yeah, but they're going to be thinking differently if they're more relaxed.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
think-
I don't
I
know.
don't
I'm
think
just a
it's a
guy
benefit.
that just walked into a breakfast bar and had breakfast. I'm not a threat. I'm not trying to be.
Yeah, you are a threat because you're not a jacker.
Yeah, but
You're a threat. You look odd. You look out of place. I could disguise myself. I haven't said I'm going to yet, and I don't think I'm going to because I'm just going to act on impulse now. But if you give me enough information, maybe I could change my plan and disguise myself sufficiently to be able to get in there and look stupid.
okay, but we weren't to know that this was a purely jacker bar. It was just.
Yeah, no, you know that for sure.
No, now I know it because I've been.
Yeah,
in
you
there.
walked in and found out. And that's fine. I can still walk in. I can come out and say, "What the fuck are you doing in here?"
No,
and send you out and stay in.
no. Well,
We've got a stick on data jack.
I mean, how long have I been in
Yeah.
here? I'll finish my breakfast and I'll
Well, you said
leave.
half an hour, so.
Yeah, I'll leave. And I'll, like I said, I'll leave a tip and I'll just fucking go. I'm not asking questions, not doing anything. And just seem
but that's-
like a random that's just walked in looking
Yeah,
for something
but
to eat, you know.
you're right, and that can happen, but that's 30 minutes
It
of
does.
time. No, wait. Listen, we're acting in the first few minutes after you've gone in.
Yes.
We're not waiting for you to come out. We can't. We've got to do something. You've gone in
Well, you can come in and I'll leave.
for sure, but that's going to be 30 minutes unless you're not eating your food, and then you're going to look even more suspicious.
No, I will eat my food. I'm not going to eat.
So it's 30 minutes. Okay,
Exactly.
let's just think about the timing of this, right? You've gone in. The end. That's
Yes.
happened. It's too late. You're in.
Yes.
So you're going to go in there. You look like a dickhead because you're in the place where you're not welcome, right?
Yes. Like walking into Hell's Angels bloody
So
bar. yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So somebody that could maybe disguise themselves using disguise could go in and perhaps pass and go, "The fuck are you doing in here?
I've got.
You're meant to be down at fucking dubba and just say a fucking place."
They could do. Yeah. Go for it.
Maybe.
Because, yeah, I'm not going to fight you. I'll just say,
No, because you
"Sorry,
can look at
buddy."
me and go, "I know you." I'm gonna go down the thing and walk out, and at least give me the chance to sit in there and get breakfast and carry on.
Let's do it. Go for it.
And then
Thank
we
you.
go-
Mega intelligence. Why don't you just go in and say, "Thanks for meeting me here."
Thanks for what?
Meeting me here.
Fuck's
I'm
sake.
complicating.
Yeah, I can do that.
He said. And one point, you want to go to Orion since you got the
That's
Oh,
yeah. Why don't
God.
you pair go off that way? That's good. That is a good point. Thank you, Laws, for the guidance. I didn't even think about the fact that I could use it that way. But I still need to disguise myself because I've got to look like a fit in.
Yes. Yes. If you fit in and say to him, "Thank you for meeting me here," people might relax.
They'll just go, "Oh, he's dickhead."
I'm going to say to the magpie, this will be Angel on Your Shoulder protocol, which I've just invented. We've never mentioned it before. What it means is I'll be invisible. When you go through doors, if you sort of allow space for me to get in, we're sorted. Cool?
Don't worry, I'm going to act slightly
I mean-
weird and try and hold the door open
So-
appropriately.
If I knock
So
all,
you went to the Orion.
if I rip all their heads off, would you still be able to telepathically find out the last?
It's significantly less likely, but I can give it a go and enjoy the afterlife.
You need a selection of heads and we'll do telepathy on them.
No, we'll go for the easy option. Sorry.
Oh, lightweight.
However, we're splitting the party and nothing pisses off a DM quicker.
Yeah, we're within 10 doors of each other, for fuck's sake.
Okay, right. So, yeah, because I've just gone in there as an innocent
Yeah.
bypasser.
It's not the worst thing in the world. What we've got to do is make the best of it.
Right, go for it then. Scribe.
So I need
go.
to disguise myself very quickly in that vehicle
Go
so
for
that
it.
I look the part, and then I'm going in.
Yeah,
I'm going to go with Bugberg.
make sure you got a big jack in the back of your neck and.
Yeah, fucking top of my head. Fucking King Jack.
Jackson either known in the temple or behind
Yeah.
the ear.
Jackson,
Behind the ears, good. I can manage a disguise, I'm sure. I've got 6 dice if I want to go for it.
go for the Jackson 5 look. Go for it.
Jackson 5. Shall I give it a roll and see how we go?
Yes, please.
Boom, chicka, wow, wow.
This is 6 dice in disguise. Wish everyone everything luck. Oh, we'll have that
Shit.
any day. 4
Oh,
out of 6.
that's good.
Oh, that's
That's
six.
good.
That's excellent. So you find something in the car, something small, metallic. You manage to get it into a round shape and stick it in the back of behind your ear, and with a little bit of this and that, and a little kit. That
Yeah,
I'm
right
assuming
now.
you're carrying some colour pencils or something.
They're all on the
No, they can be behind the ear as well.
Yeah.
It's probably better behind the ear because it's not as easily to see, so it's less
Get the old
obvious
Allen
there.
keys out.
Yeah.
And you make yourself look like you've got a data check behind your ear. It will take you a handful of minutes.
Yeah, sure.
So I'm assuming that while you're doing that in the car,
The other two are going to head off.
Wraith and
He's gone to the loo.
Nico, I know, Wraith and Nico will nip to Orion's. So we'll jump ahead and we'll let you go into breadboard because James has gone to the loo.
Okay. I'm gonna walk in there. I'm gonna clock him straight away, and go. Hey, why are you over there? Come here. I need to talk to you. Thanks for meeting me.
Well, he sits at the table, he's got a whiskey and a coffee in front of him, and knife and fork has been put down, he's waiting for his food to arrive.
I'm
So
going to
you
be like,
go to his
nah,
table?
come and join me at the table.
No.
I'm going to take him to an empty table, away from where he is. Like I'm in charge. You know what I mean? Like on a sort of make it look like there's a thing happening. He shouldn't have sat over there. Come over here. Sit down.
That goes against all my instincts.
Of course. But dude, Dude, concentrate. We have to make this look like this is a real thing happening.
Well,
here.
I'm going to look at you with a look of disgust.
You can roll your eyes all you like, but come over for fuck's sake.
And I shall pick up my drinks and come over to your table, sit down, and say, "All right, boy, what do you want?"
Yeah.
All right, so when you go in, you're noticed by the serving woman. She's a mountain of a woman. She's got a data jack behind her ear. Now, when the woman approached Cass to take his order, she started with, "Yes," and Cass gave the order. She spots you sitting down. She comes over, and she goes, "Hello, love. What'll it be?"
Just a coffee.
She bustles away.
Thank you. Dude, we've got to be more careful. You were clocked the moment you came in here. My recommendation. Yeah, this is going to be on the QT. This is going to be all on the QT. If it's in the heads, it's got to be in the heads. But I'll say a few things out loud to divert, but if it has to be in the head, then it has to be in the head.
Do it in the head.
I'll cost you 3 quantum to fire off your surreptitious telepathy to talk to him. It's one way only, is telepathy. He can send you messages you can't reply telepathically.
Gotcha. Okay, so I got to spend 3 to have the conversation, yeah?
You got to spend 3 to send him a message. Yeah.
Okay, then I'm doing that, and I'm going to go, you be chill. We'll talk openly. We are not right in here. So you're going to finish your food and say thanks very much, and you're going to fuck off, right? And then I'll do my scanning as I need to do.
Positive. No problem, buddy.
Done. Anyway, back to reality. So, are you enjoying your food?
Back to reality. Sorry?
Are you enjoying your food?
Food's fucking brilliant, man. It's not
Well,
bad.
that's good. That's an odd place for you to want to come and meet me.
It was the only place I knew that served food, and I knew it was early morning, and I needed something to eat, and there you go.
That's fair enough. Look, dude, have you got the information I need? Because if you have, then you can bugger off right now, and I'll catch you later.
I have the information, and she'll pass it to you now. There you
All right.
go.
Fantastic. And he can hand me whatever he wants. It could be a chip.
I'm just gonna
chip off his plate for all I care. I'm going to fucking hide it.
just gonna hand him a bit of paper or whatever your receipt.
A fucking sachet of ketchup.
Yeah. Just gonna pass it over. And say, there you go, dude.
Mayonnaise.
Yeah.
You take it, you go,
And I'll say,
fuck off.
well, I hope that's the contract done. I hope we're happy now.
That's everything I need. Look, at the end of the day, you've been good. Thank you. This is probably not a good place to meet in the future because people think you're looking weird.
Not a problem, Pod. I'm going. As soon as the
Right.
Okay.
Cass, make me roll 3 dice for subterfuge, please.
Me, 3 dice
Yeah.
for subterfuge.
Oh my God.
Jesus. Right.
Come on.
okay.
Come on. No ones.
3 dice. Doosh. Boom. Da-dum, dum, dum. Right. A 5, an 8, and a 3.
Okay. Well, you roll it. You look for a piece of paper. The best thing you've got is maybe a 5 yen note. Fold it up small and try to surreptitiously pass it across.
Yeah. But then I'm going to finish my breakfast and I'm going to walk out. So
It's going to make you finish his fuck's sake.
All right. Before we do any powers, Orion's.
who?
So do the
He's the other
Oh,
two.
Orion's, yes.
wide-eyed, pleasant student, open the door, look around.
Wow.
Okay. As you open the door, a buzzer sounds in the back of the shop. You're almost overcome by the wide variety of smells that assault you.
Leave the door open long enough for my shadow to walk in without knocking me.
Inside the door and inside the shop, to your right, 2 caged checkout registers, both locked and empty. Further inside are 4 long aisles of canned goods and a small section of organic products that give the shop its name. A barrage of smells comes from this little section. As you step inside, a small grey-haired lady shuffles to the front of the store. Hello, young lady. How can I help you today?
Oh, hi. Well, actually, I was hoping to inquire about the price of the tea. I met someone quite recently, and she recommended this place. I don't know if you know her. Her name was Teehee, but she said this is where you can get the best tea in town.
Oh, right. I don't think I know the name. Give me an etiquette roll, please.
While she mentions the name, I'm going to do this telepathy to find facts.
Okay, so you need to roll me your telepathy dice then.
So that's level of telepathy plus
Yes.
perception, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Telepathy is perception, so it's perception plus and then one for your telepathy. What's your perception?
3. Yes, 3.
Okay, so roll me 4 dice.
Would have been 5, but I rolled a 1.
Oh, get in. 110. 1 success.
Okay. What did you get?
4.
And you got 1? Okay. Teehee. I don't think I know his name at all, no.
Oh, it's a girl. She's got long dreadlocks. I think she's a Decker.
It was bright blue as well, which makes it quite obvious.
Bright green long dreadlocks, Decker. Very pretty.
I think I've seen her once. She did come in and buy some tea, I think. It was a couple of days ago. But let me get you that tea anyway. She doesn't seem to know tea at all. Again, you even got fewer successes, so Teehee doesn't really ping on her consciousness at all. She doesn't seem to know Teehee.
How much is this going to cost me?
A packet of organic tea is 20 new yen.
Shoot. Yeah.
It's only a small box.
Yeah.
I'll say to Magpie via obviously telepathy. I think she's being truthful in that she doesn't know her very well at all. Your mental picture sparks something very small.
But how do you know that?
Because I'm in her mind.
All right. Okay.
I was hoping as well you could advise me. I'd love to get a hold of the girl. Unfortunately, I lost her number. I'm not very good with my memory.
What about the name?
I don't know if there's anywhere the students hang out.
I don't know. I'm afraid I don't think I mean, as I say, I think she came in once a couple of days ago and bought some tea and left. I've no idea who she is really. I'm very sorry.
To be honest, I don't think she'll use the name Teehee. But
Thank you very much.
Can I try another telepathy roll, Lawson, or is that not enough time to try again?
You can't really. That's what all you get is that. Obviously, it depends if. Yeah, no, that's all you can really get. I'm afraid. Sorry.
Are myself and Scribe still psychically linked? Now that I've left?
No.
No.
It's line of sight, and Scribe can only send you information. You can't receive.
Okay.
You can't send it back. It's a different power to what you've got with A grade.
A grade. Okay. Can A grade communicate with Scribe?
Are you trying to ping me to Scribe?
Yes.
You can activate your psychic link to me. So what do you say to me?
I'll just say to you, can you ask Scribe to just inquire about a girl named Flair?
A girl?
Yes. Pardon?
He's the girl. The old man's Flair.
The old man's Flair. Oh, right. Sorry. Did I get that
The young
wrong?
girl is Teehee.
Say that to both
Okay. Well, I'll just ask about Flair. Does anybody know anything about Mr. Flair?
I'm on it. My response is I'm on it.
Okay. Fine. So I'll just walk away and just keep a lookout on the outside, make sure nobody tries to get inside the place that I think looks dodgy. And yeah,
It
just
doesn't look dodgy. You look dodgy.
yes, I know. But
He's
I'm,
deflecting. He's deflecting.
I'm just
Your
out,
coffee.
I'm just going to stand outside, roughly around the area, and make sure that Scribe is safe inside.
Strike him roughly.
Sorry.
Okay, so the big woman inside the bedboard hands you your soy calf. There you go, Liv.
Oh, it's my coffee.
Soy calf, yeah.
Yeah, I'll pick it up. Obviously it's going to go horrid.
Yeah.
I'm going to go. Oh, hang on. What the hell is this?
Oh dear. Oh, that's terrible. Oh,
that-
give me a moment. I'll replace it for you.
No. Honestly, it doesn't matter. Thank you so much for the offer. You wouldn't happen to be good at remembering faces by any chance? I'm looking for a person. I'm
Who are you
totally
looking for?
separate. Someone called Teehee.
Tee-hee. I don't think so. I don't know anybody of that name.
Not to worry. She's a friend of Dr. Hendricks, and I'm just looking for her. That's all. I was sent to come here and meet my friend to talk about it, and now I'm here. I might as well ask you.
Dr. Hendricks. Oh, yes. He's a regular.
Is he?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
I've seen him.
To be honest, I don't think I've ever seen him awake earlier than noon in the past 3 years. But
That's funny.
if you wait around, he'll probably be in later.
Do you know what? I will come back and see him. That would be fantastic.
Oh, you're welcome.
And thank you so much for trying with the coffee. I don't know what happened. Maybe you should get your machine cleaned. But, but you're an absolute angel. Thank you so much for your time.
Okay.
And I'm going to just head out like it's nothing.
Yeah, get machine cleaned.
I'm gonna to Magpie. Do you think it's worth checking the back to see if there's anybody else back there that might know her, or do you want to call it a bust?
Call it a bust.
Am I in comms with anybody else at the moment? I'm not, am I?
No.
Okay. I have something to say.
The psychic
I will.
thing works, but it is going to be sequential.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's fine. It's totally fine. When I get the opportunity, I have something to say.
You can always ping A grade.
Yeah.
It depends if you want to speak to the group or.
Yeah, for sure. I'm going to head back towards the car because I don't know they've gone anywhere else for certain.
Yeah.
I'm going to head back towards the vehicle.
Well,
and
you're
I'll hang
bumping
up.
to Cass on the way out. Yeah, you're bumping to Cass on the way out. You see Cass sort of wandering around looking as unsurreptitious as he can.
Yeah, I'll say, if you can hear me, I'm going to say, Cass, if we're spotted, we're going to look like fucking idiots. I'm going to go a different way. And I'll walk down towards the other property. What was it called? The
Orion.
Orions, yeah. I'll just turn and walk away, and I'll tell him, just stay over there. And I'll walk away. I don't want people to notice the pair of us see each other and know and think there's something going on, you know?
Just fuck off, you lumbering Irish bastard.
Away with you! Away with you!
As you start walking towards Orion's, Nico comes out of Orion's. She opens the door to exit. She holds the door just for a second or two longer than perhaps necessary. And
Acts
then,
like a tourist looking around a bit.
oh yeah.
Nice, smooth.
And then she can bump into you on the street between the two places.
Oh my god. Are you alright?
Oh, I'm fine, darling. How are you?
Superb. I'm a little worried about how that went in the other place. Brentwood's not a welcoming place for people without identifying marks, shall we say.
Well, He wasn't known to the lady, so
No, it's all right. But I think we scammed it. Don't worry. But I'm intrigued. No one knows who Teehee is, and I have a funny feeling that's not how she's known by anybody.
potentially.
Do you know what I mean? I think we need to find out what name she's known by, and because
That's going to be difficult.
yeah, it is going to be difficult. So
Or we could show people the hologram
What hologram?
from the cube.
Yeah, the
It's
whole
actually got
cube.
a picture of her.
yeah, but showing them the
Kind of
hologram,
picture.
yeah,
You
caution.
know,
Do we?
Yeah,
Yeah, I've got the
it was in,
hologram.
it was in the box of stuff.
It was the one that had the picture of Dr. Hendricks
Bookworm
and
had it
Flair.
last time.
yeah. You know, if you really wanted to finesse it, you could get somebody with some image manipulation to put a picture of us in there next to her and say, look, this was a
Nah.
picture of us that time.
No need.
And then that is ultra finessing. The thing is, though, we do have a hologram, holocube that's got a picture of her if you need it.
Yep.
But then you have some news from.
But don't all deckers have a pseudonym, don't they? They all work under a different name.
Everybody's got a street name.
Yeah.
So where are we? What are we doing? Where is everybody? Because at the moment, I've just bumped into Bookworm on the street.
Yeah, I've
Rafe
walked
is
out.
invisible.
So let me explain. So at the moment, Bookworm, Nico, and Wraith are all in the middle of on the street between the two premises that you've been looking at. Wraith is invisible.
Yeah.
Cass is nearby. With his Mega Perception 3, he can see you, but you might not necessarily be able to see him.
Yeah.
But Cass, you have noticed that Bookworm and so Scribe and Nico have met up on the street and are chatting. You are near the car, Cass, I would assume.
Yeah.
Because if all else fails, you've got to come back this way anyway.
Yeah.
Well, if I need to go a different route and just meet up somewhere, I'll just walk off and say thanks very much. And just, you know, the point is, at the moment we look really suspicious. We're walking back and forth between two buildings. We've got something going on that's odd. We've parked a car across the road. Do you know what I mean? It all looks a bit odd. I'm just going to fuck off.
The car directly outside the building.
Okay.
I would have parked it up somewhere else and walked.
Well, sure, up a
Yes,
side road,
yeah.
but even
I
so, we're
wouldn't
still,
have fucking done it right outside the shop because that's too fucking.
But you wouldn't be able to find a parking spot there anyway. I did say you
Yeah.
had to drive around to find a parking spot.
yeah, you did.
Was there somebody in the building, the cafe, that looked to be like a ringleader or anything?
No, there was a couple of tables that had a few people in there, but they all looked like students with data jacks.
Right, so just
Well,
nobody
young people.
stood out. Yeah.
Not really, no. Some of them had more conservative dress than others. Some were dressed quite flamboyantly, but you know, they were students.
Yeah.
Some of them had weird hair. Some of them had weird clothes. They all had data jacks, and they were all under the age of 25.
That's fine. No,
DJ, he told us that Flair is likely to go into the breadboard around midday.
I haven't yet. I'm about to.
Sorry.
Yeah,
About to share that.
Guys keep interrupting.
Yeah, we haven't even got to that point yet. But you're right. Yeah, that's going to happen like in a second. As long as I get shot on the street. Yeah. In that case, look. Who am I with now? Oh, I'm with you, Nico.
Just
Yeah, yeah.
brave. As far
And
as
you're
you're
on the
concerned,
shoulder. Nico.
he's invisible. You can't see him. As far as you're aware, you're just
Right.
talking to Nico.
So the news is that Dr. Hendricks appears in that place midday. I think we're going to have to head back then, or catch him on the way in, or catch him on the way out. I don't know how long he stays, but he's clearly welcome there and a happy chap. And you know, that's going to be our first chance to talk to someone involved in this. Is that going to be actually helpful to us? I don't know. Maybe we should go and.
Just a thought.
Sure.
Teehee wasn't known in the shop at all, as far as we're aware. And
Yeah.
her look, she's very striking. So,
Yeah.
what if she got the tea from Flair? Do you want to go in the tea shop? Because I didn't ask about flair.
I can do that. I can just walk straight in and ask for them.
I think
It won't make any difference because I can just go, have you seen Flair recently? And just walk out if they say no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that.
Right, I'll go back to the car.
Okay, I'm going to go straight down, straight to Orion's and go in and just say, have you seen Flair?
Orion's
Straight up.
Orion's
As cold as that.
Or the coffee club.
No, Orion's.
Okay.
I'm going to.
Orion's is the coffee place, isn't it?
No.
No, it's
Orion's is the organic shop. Breadboard is the coffee and food place.
Orion's then is where I'm meant to
To
be.
you as well, Bookworm. Angel on your shoulder protocol.
Oh, Jesus.
Voice, not with voice. And say, I'm going to be here. I'm going to be invisible. Can you make sure you've got enough space in the door when you go in for me to come through?
Yeah, I'll make some kind of distraction. Don't worry. I'll pull it open, cough heavily, and you can walk in front of me. That kind of thing.
Well, unless you need me, Bookworm, I'll go back to the car.
That makes sense. Are you in touch? Are you in touch with anybody? Yeah. Yeah. Are you in touch with anybody directly? Are you in touch with anyone directly?
Well, I can see her.
Okay.
I
You
can
might
see
want to
her
meet up,
approaching.
but I can't communicate with you, so you need to have worked that out for yourself. You know.
No,
As far as
it's
I'm
fine.
concerned, yes. Head back to the car, safest place at the moment, and
Yeah, I'm just keeping.
me and A Grade are going to head in.
I'm just keeping Overwatch. That's all. If it all goes tits up, I'm ready to jump in. So
There's going to be no tits up. There's going to be a question asked, an answer given, and I'm going to leave the fuck
I'll
quickly.
just walk off and head.
this is Lawson we're dealing with, for fuck's sake. It's not going to go tits up. Of course it fucking is.
And here come the orcs.
No, it goes up with when the players are stupid and kick off in areas when they shouldn't.
No, we're not going
Yeah.
to
And
get
then
off.
Lone Star turn up.
What she said. Don't fuck up.
Let's remain calm.
Everybody remain calm. This is a stick up. Right. Let's go and do this.
Okay, so the two of you are going into Orion's.
Right.
All right. So again, you go into Orion's, you're assaulted by the smell of all the different herbs and spices and teas and organic stuff that they sell in there.
We'll
And
use
the
that as an
little-
excuse for going in. So I'll open the door, go, oh, like a kind of reaction, let him walk in, you know,
Smooth.
and then
Yeah,
follow
so-
him in. Carry on. Sorry, I distracted you
So
really badly.
I'm trying. Little sort of old lady will come and meet you and go, hello, how can I help you?
I'm so sorry to ask, but you haven't seen Dr. Hendricks recently, have you?
Okay, I'll require etiquette rolls. So 3 dice from you, DK, please. 4 dice from you, James, please.
I am.
9783. 3
Oh,
successes this time.
don't make me look bad. This is going to be awful dice. I can tell already.
Oh, it's etiquette from DK, it's telepathy from.
Yeah, one
Yeah.
success. It's not bad.
Just the one.
Okay, she goes, Dr. Hendricks. Oh, little man, silver hair, isn't it? Yeah,
That's
he
him.
comes around every now and then. I mean, I haven't seen him today, but
Oh.
he's not in all the time, I'm afraid.
Oh, I thought I could meet him. I'm looking forward to having a chat with him about his research. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It's fine. Look, I've got a few other questions to ask some other people. I'm just looking for him. If you hear of him, you couldn't give me a shout and I'd give him my page number.
Okay.
What's that? What's this?
Slip her a 10 fucking blue yen for a favour. Fuck's sake, buy something.
What?
Carry
Cash
some
in
change in
downtown.
hands.
I just spilled my drink. 1 second. Carry on.
So when he mentions Flair, do I pick up anything price left there with 3 successes?
You do, but I'm going to wait until you've left the building before I tell you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll
It's
just
not
say.
going to change anything that you do, but it might change something that he does, and until he finds out what you know, Let him finish what he's doing, and then I'll talk to you.
Yeah. So,
Oh God,
My-
there we go.
if she's not going to react to me asking that much, like, can you take my number, and if you see him, can you give me a shout because I'm looking for him?
Okay.
And that's going to be the whole of what I say, really. I mean, I can't think of anything else I'm going to say in obvious ways. That's it.
That's a sausage roll. Jesus.
Apart from that's a sausage roll. And I was going to say, look, I'm so sorry to have troubled you. If I might pop back actually because I really like how this place smells, and I'm busy at the minute, but I need to come back, and I'll see you soon.
All right, Liv. We'll see you later.
You take care, my friend,
Bye-bye.
and I'll leave.
Blair, he's a regular. He comes in every day. 20 to 12, you can set your watch by him.
This is
He always buys organic herbal tea, sea salt, and real sugar.
If I got 3 successes, that is worth its weight in gold, and I'm hoping here, I'm not expecting, I'm hoping. Does she have any idea of his home address?
She knows he doesn't live very far away, but that's all she knows.
Better than nothing. Fucking excellent. Wait for him to get out of the shop before I say anything.
But the fact that he turns up there every day is it's a good thing.
At 11:40. 11:40 on the dot, you can set your watch by him.
And what time is it now?
Just
9.
after.
11.
It was 9 o'clock when you got there. You took half an hour to eat, so and up and down the road. So yeah, it's probably around 10:30ish, 10, 10:30. So it'll be around in an hour and a bit.
Okay.
I shall let everybody know. And say, I don't know what you guys want to do between now and then. All I can think of doing is physically checking windows, most invisible, see if I can see anything. It's just a profitable use of time. You guys want to chill, bugger off, come back, but apparently him turning up sets your watch level regularity.
Well,
11:40 on the dot.
Castle.
Is there a park nearby?
Castle continue to do Overwatch. He's just always going to be on the lookout for
Sure.
potentials. You know,
Is there a park nearby?
Park?
Yeah, like a. It's a university district, so I'm
So
hoping
yeah,
there's
it's likely there will be.
I will just go and chill like a hippie student on the park.
on the things. Yeah.
What's the
Yeah,
title of the hippie book? Read the Rings. He's sitting there reading Lord of the fucking Rings.
So yeah, I
I've
mean,
got a book.
Cascade Road is primarily residential with a few shops and things, but a couple of blocks away there's a park that you can spend an hour in.
No, I'll just be kind of patrolling around the area and just making sure that
I will chill out in the park and observe the residents.
Okay.
Okay.
Who knows? I might see Teehee or 5.
You never know.
You never know.
But
Or I might see the white-haired man. I don't know.
or snipers. That's what we're going.
But yeah. A pointy-eared woman with charisma sticks and appearance sticks in a park. What could go wrong?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, one other thing, Rafe, that you know, if the young man had actually given her 15 yen, she'd have rung him. But as soon as he came in and didn't leave her a penny, there's no way she's ever going to ring him ever.
Fucking time then.
You didn't tell us.
Listen, you came very streetwise.
You were invisible and went like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
I then explained it. Like, that's a backhander containing
Yeah, but he
currency.
can't see
That-
you. You didn't
that-
say I
I
can't.
told him.
that's what happened.
He
That's
got
what
it in his
happened.
head with
That's
one
what-
thing, pay her some money and she will give
You
a
didn't say
number.
that.
No, 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 no,
I
no,
did.
no, 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 no.
He
That's
was
what
a
happens
second
when
with
you.
him.
That's what happens when you talk to children.
But anyway,
You're going to get a flick on the ear that you were not expecting.
You're going to get a fucking punch in the face at this rate.
I'm even a motherfucker. I fucking told it. I don't do much well. This thing I do well.
The flicking of the ear, yes.
But no, I'm going to work around and, like, I've spent the quantum for flight as well. Is it taking the piss for the flight and invisibility to last 10 minutes
Christmas.
of waiting?
you can have it last while you're waiting, but to be perfectly honest, if you see Flower and Teehee, I'm going to call that a new scene.
If I see them, I'll count it as a fucking success and quantum well spent. I can't think of anything better to do than to capitalise on what I can do, which is fucking flight and visibility, and just peering into windows. I mean, I'm really sorry to bring this image to anybody's mind if they've heard of a false Hydra in D&D. I'm not doing that. No, I'm just looking in, seeing if there's a white-haired old bloke and a blue-haired, dreadlocked young girl.
I'm just going to sit for an eye, open-eyed, lotus position, and
Cry.
Yeah, like I say, I'm just
intensely attractive, even though you're in disguise.
I'm just doing a normal patrol, just making sure everybody's okay and looking for nothing out of the ordinary. Yeah, percent.
Yep. Okay, so you will sort of do various things, sort of waiting for Flower or Teehee to show up or stumble across them by accident. But not unless you're going to do anything special. I think this is probably at 10:30, a reasonable place.
To
No,
finish it.
I am happy with decisions I've made based on my character as I understand it.
That doesn't exempt you from a flick on the ear. Can you imagine how irritating that would be?
Do you know what though? I am a child. I'm fucking 15 years old. I've got no
Absolutely.
clue about these things. You know, I still think that I still think that people will do things for you because they're the grown up and you're the child.
Oh,
I'm
absolutely.
going to learn from Cass on how to fight.
We're never going to fuck you over, so don't worry.
No, you are, but that's fine.
point out, unless the character has instruction, there is a time limit to learning.
And yes,
Yeah, of course.
I will
Yeah, of
teach
course.
how
If
to
they have
fight,
instruction,
but I
it
just
happens
don't
if they don't
think
have instruction, it happens longer, and it's up to the DM.
Yeah,
I'll try and teach you how to fight.
That's why I
but
pitched it that
just
way.
worry about your health. That's all, because I am
yeah. Shut your cheese.
I'm a street fighter and I'm a boxer.
Yeah, good for you.
But now I have superhuman fucking powers and I can knock you to bits. I can
Of course you can.
rip
I
you
do
to
have martial arts
pieces.
too, but I do want to have a training montage.
Adrenaline.
This is where we hold back.
Look, if you attend to one side and go, fuck's sake, next time someone says something to you like that, you offer them some money. It's called a bribe. Just do it.
We're gonna
I'll go, oh, okay.
We're gonna do an Eye of the Tiger thing, yeah. Yeah,
You're
okay.
doing the moment. You're like, oh, this way, this is what happens.
Exactly.
Give us money.
No. Why would I? I'm a thick fucking child. I was like, you're my friend. I'm talking to you, and you become my friend. So, child, just deal with it. No, there was no way I was going to make that leap. There was no way I could make that leap on my own. I need to be instructed outside of this. The scene happened. That's what happened. I was not bright enough in that respect to understand the impact that would have. That's
I
cool.
want to stress that, yes, I might be looking in people's windows to try and find them. I'm not going back to the park every 10 minutes to ogle Magpie sitting in lotus position.
Yeah, you are.
That's not
Yeah,
happening.
you are, because that's
Yeah,
the
you are.
kind of person
They
you
wouldn't
are.
see me.
You better hope I don't buy another appearance point.
But yeah,
Right
You
then,
can't see me.
I have a
that'll do
fight.
for tonight.
That was fun,
Um,
man.
I will give everybody 3 XP. That gives everyone an XP total
Yes!
of 20 now.
Lord,
EXP.
my sheet. So
England, you bought Flight and Surreptitious, so you've got 11 XP available.
So that's on the second.
Bookworm, all you bought is Surreptitious, so you've got 17 of 20 to spend.
Oh, that's a point. Where do I? Yeah, I was going to say, where do I note that? I'll just put the 20 in, and then you can work that scout. I'll send you the sheet without it being done. Yeah.
23. And 3 XP, yeah?
2, 5.
So I've got 15 available. Awesome. Okay.
3.
And so, yes.
And I have a fight on the 25th, you said, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, it's a couple of weeks. 25th. Yeah, but I will be talking to my compadres about that fight before the fight actually takes place. To make sure everyone gets the maximum out of it, because yeah,
man.
because I don't think I'm going to lose. I might. I don't know who I'm up against, but
That's just the point, isn't it?
yeah.
I think the issue is that you could be in some significant risk.
I doubt it. I mean, I was a good boxer. I was a good boxer and a good fighter. I was Mr. Sunshine's top boxer before, and now I've got a superpower. So yeah, don't think there's going to be much can beat me.
Sounds good to me.
I can't wait.
The only thing I've got is the only thing I've got to
If
try.
you get invited,
I've just got to try and not kill the person I'm fighting.
Whatever.
don't
I
forget
know,
BK and James.
because that's never good for business. Never good for business. Knock him out, but don't
like a
kill him.
charisma, didn't
mega
you?
charisma, seductive, which is wonderful.
We shall see. Yeah, all good.
When I initiate it, I can get +3 successes on persuade and seduction
I
rolls.
mean, I just want to knock him out. I don't want to kill the poor buggers because they're only in it for the same reason that I was in it, as just to make some new.
Is there rules for pulling the punches? Can you voluntarily do the minimum possible damage?
Precision.
Yeah, precision. If I don't get that
He's
right,
got the mega enhancement and strength +1.
if I don't get that right, then the lungs come out their back, and
Involuntary blood eagle.
yeah, it gets a bit messy.
But you can literally say exactly how much damage you want to do. So he could say 1, max 1 each time. And it doesn't matter how many successes he gets, he'll just do max 1.
I mean, as a
You could do
superhero, the minimum
0
the
if you
minimum
wanted.
is what I want to do, because I don't want to kill the person. Just want to incapacitate him. So
It's like I said, there's so many options. It's like, well, adding PK to a punch, is that going to work? Blocking with PK, is that going to work? Like throwing
I mean,
an object?
it's like Superman fighting.
I don't think blocking works with TK because there is actually force field, which is a block,
Exactly. I mean, out of character, I know that.
and it's the
That's
same
when I
level
go
of
through it
power.
and find out and play. The thing for me, I imagine when you're actually using PK to use an object to cause damage, you don't throw it, you're holding it all the way in.
But there's a
With
speed
PK.
limit. You can't. It's
Yeah, you
you
can't
can actually
accelerate it
throw
too quickly.
things faster with your hand than you can with TK.
Alright.
If you look at the rules, there's a speed limit. They can't go faster than a certain amount.
Which is the kind of thing that's like, what is the best effective way to use it in a fight? And for me, I'm turning into a real manipulation behind the scenes, invisible. It's going to be, don't be there. Shoot them from behind with your flechette pin with drugs on it.
Well, this is what I think we need to develop a fighting technique for you. rather than.
This is the thing as well. When it kicks off, and I'm invisible, how can I best help you? Also, if you were bloodlisted and I'm invisible fighting you, have I got a chance? I mean, I've got the teleport, so always got the option of get the fuck out of there.
No, I just think that there's obviously options with teleportation. I mean, what happens if you teleport with your fist already inside his
You
brain?
have to buy combat teleport.
You know what I mean? With your hand.
Teleporting in fighting is not simple. You actually have to. A teleport is a full action.
Yeah.
So if you take your full action to teleport, that's your action, and you can't attack. That's why they have the extra combat teleport.
But
that will cost you 3 quantum points.
If the teleport means that your hand is inside his skull and his
No,
cranium,
if you physically, if it's your physical
That
being
kind of
going
fucks him up.
into, you get damaged. Now,
Yeah.
if he has a weapon and he gets his rolls, he could put the weapon in.
I don't know.
But if you physically intersect something, whether it's human or a physical object,
You take
you're going to
damage.
have to roll for damage
Yeah.
on
Okay.
yourself.
You take the same amount of damage.
And it's a
So
D10.
you don't replace that matter. You
Yeah.
all right? Okay.
It's like a merge. But what you can do is you can hold a katana out and teleport the katana into them, or a knife, and it damages the katana, but it also damages them. You don't take any damage. But if you try and do it with a fist, then you both take damage.
Or a
like the
screwdriver,
option.
or an ice pick, or anything like that.
Yeah. Just something that isn't you.
It's better with long objects than short objects. You don't want to be trying to do it with a knife, because that's going to increase your successes needed.
Yeah. Well, this is why we're taking a lesson from the German Wehrmacht, and we have the potato masher grenade. So a grenade on a stick.
Yeah, double damage. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
It's hard.
But a potato masher. There you
You've got to
go.
remember, every time you use TK, you use it on an object. If you change the object, you have to spend again. It may be maintenance, but it's not, oh, I can lift everything for an hour.
Yeah.
You've lifted one thing, you want to lift that over there, that's another spend, just with telepathy.
Yeah. Again, this is the difference between knowing the outer character.
Otherwise, it
and
would be
mechanics.
way overpowered.
Yeah,
as a
and
power.
doing it in character for experience. It's like, right, okay, let's chuck 5 rocks at him. Oh my god, that drained me, and it didn't really hurt him.
Yeah.
Let's not do that again.
Yeah, and again, if you read the TK rules, it says that you can do bashing damage by rolling dex and your TK.
Yeah.
So you can punch somebody, but you use your dex and TK, and each success is 1 level of bashing damage. Now, you can't knock somebody out until you do 7 points of damage. So that means rolling your dex and TK, which I'm sure at the moment isn't even 7 dice.
Yeah.
You can't knock somebody out with your TK, it's not strong enough.
And then, again, in character, could you do a carotid pinch to cut the blood off?
No,
You know,
No, because
fine
combat is combat.
tune.
Combat is combat.
It does specifically say in telekinesis, it's not for fine manoeuvring.
manipulation.
You actually need 2 successes for 1 to do fine manoeuvring. So
It
if
it says you can move something 10 meters per turn for every dot in telekinesis you've got.
Yeah.
So in a 6-second turn, you can only move something 10 meters. That's walking pace.
Yeah.
So you need your telepathy up around 5. You need mega dex to enhance your dex rolls and your telekinesis together. This is why you're the equivalent of a first level person. You've got telepathy, but at the moment, or telekinesis, but at the moment it's.
you could literally push someone against a wall as the whole person and keep pushing them. And then once you've got a hold of them, if they fail their resistance roll, you can hit them up on the wall and hit them down and move them about. But
This is it. For
actually
him, it's not
projecting
just
something at them, it's not going to move at the right speed.
it's not just one power; it's the combo. it's like, oh fuck, go invisible. Do this shit with telekinesis, and they're not going
Yeah,
down.
well, that's
Check
the
check pistol out, and
And
then
again,
teleport away.
that's
it's
the thing.
something nobody's bought yet, and it's something you'll probably look at high levels, is just buying points of quantum pool.
Yeah.
Because if you want to go invisible and fly and teleport and use telekinesis, you'll be out of points like that. And spending XP to buy points, buy quantum pool points, is something that is very useful in the future. So you can go invisible, teleport, punch somebody, use your telepathy all at the same time. Because all of a sudden you're spending 12 points, and that's half my pool gone in one turn.
See, that's the thing.
That's one thing I did spend wisely on. Everything else is just like, ooh, goodies.
I didn't.
My
powers.
powers.
The point of quantum pooling game. Okay, you get 2 for 1 quantum power in the Novas, but it's always 3 per dart. It doesn't have a multiplier.
See, with my powers, I haven't got ultra speed or anything. I'm not like the Flash, but I have got super awareness, and which kind of slows down time to my perception. Which then allows me to counteract any attack.
You're also restricted by your node on how many points you can spend per turn.
Yes, but
and that's something, Cass. You've got a lot of node. You've got quantum recovery. You have the ability to spend and recover lots of quantum points very, very quickly.
Yes,
because of your node. But you don't have any powers that use quantum points yet.
no, not yet. No, that's what I'm saying. I don't have like super speed or anything. I've got strength, and I have the agility and everything else.
Yeah. But hyper movement and mega dex would be useful for you.
It will be. It will be. That's things that I'm going to have to spend some money on.
Yeah.
Hyper movement's over 5 XP. Oh, has he got Mega Dex?
No, not yet. Not
6
yet.
points for a Mega Dex. You could get hyper
No,
movement.
this is he's still learning how he's.
Yeah, that's that point. Isn't it?
You could say we're metagaming and being genre savvy, but in other ways, our characters know how deadly combat is.
Oh, but
I will point out.
Get into combat if you can possibly avoid it.
I will point out, if you read the character creation, it does say, as a Nova, you know you've got these powers. You don't know why, but you have an instinct about them.
Well,
Yeah, you're still learning, and if you try and do too many things at once, you'll just get tired, or you just won't be able to do too many things.
It's not like that you don't completely know what your power does. You do have an instinct about them.
Yeah,
but we know from life before, combat is deadly. We see people die and impale a bullet.
But I knew that before.
Burst, rip somebody in half.
I was already pretty dangerous as a fighter, as a human.
Yeah, whatever.
But now. Oh, bring it on!
I joke.
Little boy.
I don't want to get into a fight. Sorry, in character. I don't want to get into a fight. Out of character, I want to see Cass kick off.
No,
so badly.
as a human, I was already pretty good. I had wiry strength of 4, brawl 4, with combinations, dexterity, martial arts, melee. I had a whole load of stuff, so I was already a good fighter.
Yeah, I know.
But now that
Mega
super coming.
Like I say, I want to see it. I want you to get in that fucking pit fighting ring so I can bet them.
I'm just gonna
mince them.
I'm just afraid of just obliterating somebody, and then Mr. Sunshine saying, "What the fuck are you doing?"
That's why you bought precision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And he will.
Yeah.
Like I said,
Nobody's ever going to fight you again, for fuck's sake.
For your first strength.
So I have to restrain. I have to learn restraint. I have precision.
I mean, a bit, but no.
Yeah. No, but when it's needed, there's no restraint. I'll just rip people apart. I don't care.
We haven't yet, thankfully, got into a full.
No, we haven't. We've not got into that kind of. situation.
Again, because we know how deadly combat is. Somebody cybered up with a fucking electro katana with vibro on it could mince us easily.
I could probably dodge it and rip it apart. But
Somebody with a vibro katana.
I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say anything.
Easily.
I have got quite a good.
All I'm gonna say is I'm really disappointed that I'm the person with the highest initiative.
Oh, what's your initiative? Where is
10.
initiative?
Initiative is your dex plus your wit.
So
my
Cass,
next
you've got
section-
5. 3 decks and 2 wits.
900.
900,
Running the fuck away.
2000s.
Of my attributes, 6 of them are at 5.
Yeah, but see, you know what you're doing. We're
He
new at
also
this.
explained it all to you. He said to every single one of you, if you spend one of your Nova points on attributes, that's 3 dots.
Oh, I don't.
For 5 Nova points, I got 6 of my attributes up to 5.
Mm.
1
Yeah.
at 2, 1 at 3, 1 at 4.
All very confusing for me first time round.
It
only
was very,
takes
for me, it was the
7
same. It
Nova
was
points
super
to
confusing.
max out your attributes.
I realised afterwards what I could have done, but I'm happy with what I've ended up with.
Yeah.
And I'm enjoying
Absolutely. Yeah.
the situation I'm in.
I mean,
You know?
from people that come from a D&D background, yeah, it was very, very confusing.
But yeah, 3-1. I'm having fun. Yes. Right.
Yes, absolutely, loving
You
it,
can tweak
loving it, and I'm.
better.
We've only just started. We've got nowhere near where this young man is going to take us.
Barely started. Barely started.
We are on mission 2.
Oh, I
You're
just
To be
know.
perfectly honest, we've done your tutorial level.
Yeah.
And this is you just got
I
out
was
of.
pissing myself.
We're in for a
I remember
world of
exactly what happened,
pain.
but I had done the previous mission before. And I was pissing myself all the way through because all you guys were going, this is hard, this is really hard, this is really
No.
hard. And I'm just sat there going,
No, we got through it, and I thought, no, this is too easy. What was wrong? Something's going on. This is far
like
too
Lawson
easy.
said, that was the training mission.
Yeah.
No, we're in for a world of pain, guys.
Level 2.
Get ready.
So when all you guys were saying, they sent me on a really hard mission, I was
Yes,
just pissing myself on
Yes.
the internally.
they made me buy pizza.
Sorry.
I'll tell you what. Something you learn very quickly from Shadowrun, and therefore an extension by Minor Games. If a Johnson comes up and says, most of the time, not all the time, most of the time, if a Johnson comes up to you and say, I'll give you 10,000 new yen to do this, that means it's quite an easy mission. If the Johnson comes up to you and says, I'll give you 100,000 new yen to do this, it's getting quite hard.
fucking
And if he says, I'd like you to do this, I'm prepared to pay up to 1 million new yen each, you all better be aware. You better take care. You better watch out.
We know just the guys. They're down the road.
And by the, I think further down the road we're going to need a decker. At some point or other.
We're going to need fucking infinite armour.
No, we're
There's
going to need a
reason-
decker.
Out of
at
character,
some
there is a
point.
reason Lawson's holding up from the deckers because
Yeah.
As-
The deckers are.
it ruins
Deckers have a whole several separate.
Yes,
And
they
if
do.
you have a decker in the player party, and I've done this before, the first time we ever played Shadowrun, we had a decker in the party. When they deck on something, it's like they do a mini dungeon.
Yeah, they are on
And
their own.
they can
Yeah.
spend 4 hours,
whole session.
a whole session on their own,
God.
Yeah.
decking something that takes 10 seconds in real time.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
But you've got to sit around for 4 hours watching the decker roll his dice.
Yeah, yeah.
And so
It's
I
just-
said, no PC deckers anymore. There will be deckers,
right.
there may be NPC deckers, and what they do will take 10, 15, 20 seconds in real time.
It's the same in the. I play Shadowrun the game.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's the same when you get into the deck situation. God, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard.
It's a great game, but unfortunately,
The
decking.
decker rules kind of ruin it for every other player. Because imagine you come up,
It's 2 parallel dungeons.
and that's why the cyberkinesis power
Yeah.
Lawson doesn't allow it
Yeah.
for players in this game because it would be the equivalent. He'd probably tone it down so it wouldn't take a whole
Oh, I've
session,
said
but it
that.
would still be half an hour
Yeah.
for one player.
In other news,
Right.
I've just installed Skyrim again. I thought I'd give that another
Weirdo.
Are you playing Skyrim? I love it.
do you play it with mods or do you just play it
No,
bare
No.
bones? Right.
No,
I've got them all.
I've got the anniversary edition, which has some of them built in.
I think it's
But they're not
anniversary
the
or
mods. They're not the.
I've just bought the anniversary
Brilliant
edition of
tips.
Age of Empires.
Ah, right. But yeah, we've got
Fucking
the
awesome.
anniversary edition, which has all of the Content Creation Club mods
Oh,
built
that's it.
into it. And
have a
it's really quite nice. But we're on PlayStation, so those are the only mods you can have.
right.
You can't buy
Right.
additional mods on the PlayStation,
Let's have a look.
apart from the Content Creation ones.
Let's have a look. La, 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 la.
So yeah, I was
Skyrim.
going to say, the last time I DM'd Basic Cyberpunk, I said to the players, here, this is your Netrunner. It's an AI in a box. You tell it what to do and it goes and does it. Don't break it, you won't get another one. It's too much of a freaking nightmare. It is literally 2 parallel adventures.
I've got
Split parallel for one
Skyrim's.
person.
I've got Skyrim Special Edition, which is not the anniversary edition.
No,
But
it's not. But it's still got quite a lot of good stuff in it.
oh god, yeah. Let's have a look. Store
And it's
page.
got all the Dragonborn and Hearthfire and the
Oh,
other
yeah.
add-on.
Well, I'm
So
just
it's
going to
got
have a
all
look.
those.
Just going to have a look.
It's great. Love it.
I take it to upgrade to anniversary. Fuck! Is there not an upgrade? Jesus.
Yeah, there was.
It should be. Oh,
There
upgrade.
was on the PlayStation.
16 fucking quid. Fuck off.
Yeah.
I mean, God, 16 quid to upgrade to the anniversary. I wouldn't mind, but the game's how old? It's,
Well, 2011. It's
Yeah.
10, 12 years old now. But I've got 5 accounts on the PlayStation PS4, and all of them apart from one is Platinum Skyrim, and I'm on my final Platinum run on my final account that hasn't
Yeah, you
Platinum
saw
Skyrim.
that.
Well,
My-
I've got 100.
know.
I've got 126 hours on Skyrim.
Oh,
That's
We've got
all.
thousands by now. Thousands. But yeah, I'm not sure.
But Jesus,
Because I have 5
can't
different accounts.
believe 16 quid to fucking upgrade to the anniversary edition. Wow.
I'm tempted to spend my XP already. Because if I don't, then I will never end up doing what I want to do.
Can't
But I may end
believe.
up dead because of it.
Just gonna see what do I get from a 16 quid.
Not a huge amount. However, you do
You-
get survival
get
mode.
broke. You get
And
broke.
survival mode just completely changes the way you play the game if you want to turn it on.
Especially legendary.
You get hungry and you get tired and you get cold. And you have to deal with the cold and sleeping and eating regularly.
but there's
That
probably
looks a
lot
mods that do that rather than pay 16 quid for it.
Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, the whole point
Wow.
is his anniversary edition is a bunch of mods that were on Content Creation Club.
But they all work.
They're working on the
Well, I might do it at some point, but not this month.
when you can play Skyrim in your sleep, put it on legendary difficulty and switch survival mode on.
I mean, to be quite honest,
And play a lizard.
It's hard.
the original game is still about 40 quid. It's
There's no fast travel in survival mode. You have to use a horse, walk, or use the carriages. There's no fast travel.
yeah, the original
really a challenge.
The special edition is 35 quid for a game that old. It's pretty fucking
Yeah.
crazy, isn't it?
It is.
Well,
Well, thank you very much, everybody. I'm going to disappear in a minute.
Yeah.
Only because I'm only doing the normal way, and so I will say goodbye now. No horse pissing coming. Don't forget, 2 weeks today, if we're all good with that. So that'll be the 16th.
Sounds like a plan.
don't
Unless
forget
emergency
your
is accepted.
emergencies exempted, of course. Don't forget, Dave, you're still streaming, so
Yeah.
Oh yeah, turn that shit off.
Yeah, but before I get into the porn.
yes.
Is it? I hope you've got the profanity filter on, because fuck.
Cool.
Bollocks, no, wanker.
Thanks to everybody. Cheers. Let me know if you can spend it.
Have a
I'll see
nice
you later.
one. See you all.